Intro. Guess we're not. And we're live. Hey. Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us once again for Think Outside the Blocks. Oh, you might not be able to hear me, so I'll have to. Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us for Think Outside the Blocks. We are here in beautiful Schaumburg, Illinois, at the Renaissance Convention Center. We just wrapped up Holiday Joy. This is Think Outside the Blocks, your weekly live stream, where we talk to you about thinking outside of Lego's perceived rigid medium and also thinking outside your mental blocks. I am one of your hosts. I am Mark Larson, Chief Brick Officer of Brickworld, and this, as always, is the guy on my left. He's on my left. Ben Hauger. Ben, how are you doing?
I'm here.
Yeah, you certainly are. Look at
I
you.
am here, and you.
Look, I am also,
you didn't know.
Yeah, I'm looking the wrong way now.
Yeah.
I'm looking to the right, but you're actually over here.
Yeah, I was playing a little bit of a rope-a-dope, thinking maybe I'd come for some holiday joy, spread a little joy.
This dope definitely got roped by it, yeah, for sure.
And so I showed up, and for our outro, we'll play a little video of holiday joy, and of course me surprising Mark, and then some of the fun happenings at the show. It was a good show.
Well, we definitely have less interesting backgrounds this week. We have this giant orange blob behind us.
It's interesting that it's a slightly different color on each of our webcams, even though we're right next to each other.
I know. Yeah, that is it. It's PC versus Mac once again.
Mm-hmm.
Hoping people can hear me. I don't see it, but I know that we had a comment on the live stream today at 12:40 p.m. There it is. Thank you. It's not in mine.
Well, yeah, I wonder why.
Hey, and guess what? We're live on Instagram right now.
We finally got it to work.
Yeah, we did. It's working. Apparently, StreamYard itself is having a problem with the stream lasting more than an hour, so we may drop off of Instagram after an hour.
Well, how much do we really, you know what? If we're both here together, does that mean it's going to be longer or shorter than normal?
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to say. We had lots of the Tainted drop by at the show. We got some dots, pretzels from one of the Tainted.
From Paige Pritchard.
From Paige. She did a little bit of her taste test. I know at least I voted for dots on both. I don't know if it went far and wide, but at the very least, Dot's got at least one vote from us.
You know, I didn't do the taste test because I was busy with stuff. But what's the other one called? Like Pop Block?
Something Daddy something. There's
Pop
Paige.
Daddy.
She's
Hey,
yeah, Pop
hey,
Daddy.
she made it home already. Hey, that was fast. I mean, well, actually, we've been dealing with other things for probably much longer than it took them to drive back to their city in Wisconsin. Pop Daddy.
Pop Daddies.
And apparently Pop Daddy Cinnamon Sugar, like your flavor, Pop Daddy won.
Wow, I can't believe that.
Yeah, can people hear me? I wonder. My voice is rather piercing and carries and is probably also annoying. And
well, I mean, Paige responded to your question, so I assume that means yes.
I know, but is it good audio? Is basically my question. I've never tried the cinnamon sugar, and so this is my first time ever eating a cinnamon sugar one.
Yeah, this is interesting. We're already getting hassled by one Mr. Reed telling us he sold a Lego set on Friday and found another castle builder. So now that makes like 6 of you in the entire world, as far as I know.
Do you feel
this is good.
Do you want me to kick him?
Z's spouse says, yes, we can hear both well.
Yay!
Awesome. That's what we needed to hear, Z's spouse. Z's spouse, did I tell you, I don't think I talked to you today about this, had to abandon our house yesterday because she was having a cooking marathon, and one person accidentally left a burner on the stove on, just the gas, not the burner. So she had to clear the house so that we could get all the gas out. I trust she's back home now and getting ready for putting the kids to bed. So hopefully that'll be good. Oh, there we go.
Hey, just a little room echo.
Well, it's not sound treated in here. We're in a small little conference room.
We're in a very echoey room.
Very echoey. But this is the cool part right here. I can reach out and touch Mark.
Don't do it.
So Well, I'll try not to.
I haven't tried the honey mustard ones either. This is our live stream tonight. Mark's trying.
They're very
new pretzel
mustardy.
flavors live.
I'm not a huge mustard fan, but they do still have a little bit of a Dots kick, so I think you'll like them. So, well, like, this is encouraging. It sounds not bad. I guess we can take that.
I was like, yeah, this is great.
Yeah, and
that's a ringing endorsement.
And Z Spouse reports it's all good on the home front. Well, can you guess what this week's letter is? You knew it was T. That's what it is.
I was just gonna say timeout.
Timeout, but you're right. It's T.
I had a question, but I don't have a question. I don't know. I was doing exactly what you said I was doing.
Timeout T. T for together, tainted lug, tomato soup. What's that?
I don't know. Too
many sets and next show. Of course, I know what it is. So that's what we're going to talk about today. So topic 1, together. We're together. Look at that.
Why isn't there confetti on your side of the room?
I guess you're the only one celebrating. I must have been dragged here against my will or something. And your elbow is in my screen. Double frowny. So, were you surprised to see me when I showed up?
How is Supa on this? They are definitely driving back to Michigan right now. They're watching this in their. Keep your eyes on the road, Supa.
He was very clear. Actually, I was told that one of them would be driving, one of them would be watching, but they would be logged in on Alex's account.
Oh, nice.
So they're claiming that it's not a drive and text situation.
They got ahead of this because they knew we would be concerned.
Yes.
So, what's our first topic?
Together. That's the first topic.
Is it?
Together.
Is there a topic we can switch to where you're going to share your screen because I'm going to vacate and pick up my burger and then have to eat it?
Sure.
And I don't want to eat it on screen.
Sure.
Unless anybody wants to watch me eat a burger.
No, you can,
And curly fries.
Yeah, we can switch off so I can eat some of your curly fries too.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, sure. We can talk a little bit about tomato soup, though you'll definitely want to get in on it. But I have a feeling that there is going to be some feelings about tomato soup.
I already have feelings about it. I mean.
Yeah, I think there'll be some feelings. It's not actually tomato soup, but that's what we'll talk about.
I figured it wasn't tomato soup.
Well, that's good. So you can go get your burger and I'll start it off.
Fair enough.
I'll take Mark out of there. So tomato soup, what are we talking about? Well, this is the most interesting thing. And when Mark gets back, he'll know I've been talking about him. But of course, sometimes we get into these conversations that Mark says we're not going to do again, which is usually about the color on a particular Lego set or leak that we see. And one of the ones that we were talking about quite intensely was what the color of the new Technic Space sets were. Because it looked like it was maybe orange, maybe dark orange. Everyone knows those are my 2 favorite colors. But as it turns out, that's not even the case. It is a different color. And that color is a new color, reddish orange. As far as I know, this is the only 2024 new color. Though if anyone in the Tainted knows of a different one, you can let me know. This here is from the New Elementary. It's a great website that talks about all kinds of fun and interesting part usage and all kinds of mock stuff. Parts in a particular new set, the way a new element can connect to other elements. So they do a lot of good and interesting things at New Elementary. But one of the things they discussed was this particular color, which I'm calling tomato soup, which is actually apparently titled reddish orange, appears in the new Monkey Kid Megapolis, or it's called something like that, Megapolis set. And so this color here, which is a roof, I believe is the same color that's going to be coming in on those space sets. So we'll take a look at that in a minute here too. This is kind of interesting. They have a number of colors here. Some of these colors aren't ones you'll find in regular system. For example, there's I think some Modulex colors in here. Yeah, you can see the smaller Modulex bricks, which had a slightly different color scheme. But up here in the upper left, I guess it's kind of center, but it's slightly to the left here. This is dark orange. This is reddish orange. Here's red. And then here's orange down here. So you can kind of see the color gradient here. It's definitely going to be cool to get this part if you're doing some sort of ombre effect or something along those lines. But a completely new and different color. It's funny because, you know, when Mark and I see some of these renderings, we end up in these long discussions about what color is that brick. And then Mark feels, after he watches it back, like we spend too much time arguing about a color. It turns out in this case, we're actually right. It's a completely different color that we haven't seen before. Okay, quick pause. I'm going to cough. So let me get my mute on. Okay, so lots of people at the show this weekend housing a little cough. So hopefully that wasn't too bad. But we can move over now to the space sets also on the new elementary, which we're showing off. And you can see that color here of what I like to call the tomato soup color. So there's quite a bit of that color used. The question now, I think, for me becomes when we move into the city sets or the other sub-themed space sets, are we going to see this new color there too, or are they going to stick to a more traditional dark orange or orange color scheme? But they're definitely going all out on this reddish orange. It's going to take a while to get used to calling it that. But what do you guys think? Are you excited for this color? Does it seem unnecessary? How do you like it in contrast when we look at this picture to the existing dark orange and orange? I know that, you know, we've had a lot of different shades of blue over the years, not as much on the red side. I have a pretty large gradation of pink and other things. Supa asks, is that the Lego or the Bricklink color name? I believe, based on the new elementary information, and you can see here, they also say tomato soup is what they refer to it as well. I thought the exact same thing when I saw it. They believe that is going to be the Lego name for the color, is reddish orange. And I guess it, you know, kind of matches with reddish brown, which was the conversion from the old brown over to reddish brown. I do wonder if this color is aimed to replace dark orange. If it is, I'll be very sad because I absolutely love dark orange. It's one of my favorite colors in the entire color scheme. We hear that Gabriel says, I like it. And Supa says, I like to see a gradient in color. Yeah, I mean, I think it looks like it fits in nicely in them. I hope that it is just an additional color and not one that's aimed at phasing out one of these old ones. You know, there's still lots of controversy between old gray and light bluish gray. Even to this day, people say, oh, if you're building classic castle or you're building classic space, you have to use old gray. You can't use bluish gray or dark bluish gray. And, you know, it's silly, but it is a thing. And a lot of times, you know, it ends up turning over your collection because those colors do become phased out the longer you're using them. So let's see here. They seem to like using red to blend colors. Well, I mean, that's certainly what they're doing here with these couple different colors, including the tomato soup color, as we'll call it. If they make it translucent, I will like it, says Reed. Otherwise, as I'm guessing, it will have a glow to it if it was a trans in that color. Yeah, that could be interesting. If they did some version of translucent color in this range. I don't know how often they do sometimes come out with a change in translucent colors, but usually it's a base translucent color and then a neon version. They don't do dark and light as much, though they do it occasionally. Like there's a dark blue and I don't know if it's just regular blue or light blue, or if they just call it blue and light blue. But I'm thinking orange and neon orange, green and neon green. So they've done that a little more frequently. Let's see here. Supa says Mock hates the idea of new colors. He already has a hard time telling them apart. Well, okay, fair enough. Outside of maybe a slight tinge of color blindness, it does become an interesting process to see how you're going to engage or incorporate a new color, especially if it ends up taking over another color in popularity. Monica, who was at Holiday Joy, gives us an ahoy hoy. Let's see here. Reed's also wondering if the tomato soup will have a UV glow that some of the newer parts have. It's possible. The part's definitely shiny in this particular photo, but that's of course because it's a tile and it's got a bit of an up angle on the swoop, so it has a little bit of reflection going off of it. Let's see here. And Friday Night Brick says they retired trans neon orange at the end of November 2023. So they do phase out colors. I'm hoping that the tomato soup isn't, as I mentioned 4 times already, heralding the end of dark orange. But maybe if they transitioned out of neon orange, the trans neon orange, they won't need to get rid of dark orange. And let's see here. The new orange glows under black light. This color may do the same. So Supa is suggesting that that's a possibility. So there we have it. So it seems like a lot of people are pretty excited for the color, or at least like the idea of a new color. Whether or not it's replacing another color of orange, though, is probably going to be the biggest question for me. If it doesn't, I guess I'll welcome it. I do really like the look of those Technic sets, and that red color seems to blend pretty well with white in particular. So I think it's a very, very nice looking color scheme. I like orange, white and dark orange, and white and orange as well. So it's definitely going to be interesting to see how Lego continues to use it.
Fun. Why on earth is the Fabuland duster in that?
Well, Mark, as you've missed,
I'm dying. Yeah, catch me up. What I missed?
Yeah, so
is this tomato soup?
This part right here.
Yeah, I like that piece. I have it in black.
Yeah, this is a new color.
Yeah, it's red.
Reddish orange is the name of it. Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes. Here's orange.
Are we sure?
Yep. Here's red.
Is this another chocolate brown conversation where we're like, no?
This is exactly what I was saying while you were off getting your delicious burger and curly fries.
Yeah, it took a goddamn long time. Is that from New Elementary? Yes,
it is.
Yeah, they're good at finding stuff.
Well, so they got the set, the Lego Monkey Kid Megapolis, which actually has this part in it. You can see there's some Modulex colors in here as well, but here's sort of your new gradation here, going from dark orange to reddish orange to orange.
To Fabuland orange.
And then the new space sets, remember we had quite a debate about what color it was. It appears it is the new reddish orange.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So maybe disappointing, maybe exciting. It seems like for the most part,
for you,
for me, because it's not one of my favorite colors, but for the most part, people seem excited for the new color.
You don't know yet because you've never seen it in person. So it may be your new favorite. Maybe you want to build a tomato soup spaceship.
I know.
And/or space station.
That could be it. And of course, Monica's saying she loves Modulex.
Yeah, but I just don't know why they're confusing about like here's all the colors Lego ever produced. Maybe they're being thorough, I guess. But I'm just kind of like, let's just see the oranges that they're making now to compare it all. I'm just being a jerk for no reason.
Well, I mean, you're probably just very excited that the convention season's over, and you're just letting it all fly now. You've got no reservations. You're just going crazy.
I am that, yes.
I mean, for me, and I've said this 9 times on the stream, so now you'll hear it the 10th time I say it, which is I'm really not going to like the color if they eliminate dark orange. But assuming that this is a new and separate color, I think it's fine. I kind of like the three colors together as sort of, creating a spectrum or an ombre type effect.
Mm-hmm.
But if dark orange is gone, then I'm going to curse this color forever and ever.
Yeah. And why are you assuming that they're going to get rid of dark orange because of it?
Well, my thought was we went from brown to reddish brown, and we went from old gray to bluish gray, and we phased the old ones out.
You're conflating two things.
Well, I hope I am. I'm just saying that this is my hope. So now you've heard everything. You're caught all the way up.
I am caught all the way up. This is awesome. Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, that's fun. New color. Yay.
New color. Yep.
I don't like it.
You don't like the color, or you don't like?
I don't like new colors in general. I don't like the concept of new colors. No, I'm kidding. I don't like reddish orange is not anything I would be interested. I'm not going to go buy a ton of this.
You didn't feel like you were missing reddish orange in your life. That's what you're telling me.
Definitely not.
Okay. Well, fair enough.
Well, my least favorite color is red.
And what about orange?
I'm good with orange because it's blue's complement.
Okay. So you just don't really like crossing of the streams. You don't want a nice orange ruined, tainted. You don't want it tainted, T for tainted, by the red. So that's fair enough.
Correct assessment, yes.
You can think what you want. I think a lot of people are just excited to see Legos continuing to expand their color schemes. And finally, as I was saying, we have like 55 shades of blue. So at least it's not another shade of blue.
Well, I wouldn't mind another shade of blue.
Of course you would.
Right. So did anybody did we do a boo or boo-earns poll from
we didn't. Maybe we should. Tainted, we'll give you a little time to respond while Mark's munching on his burger here. Can you give us one of two options? If we are talking about this new color, do you give it an ooh because you like it, or are you going to give it a boo-earns? And you can just type boo without the earns, but the boo-earns does make it better. That's actually a scientific fact.
I think Rob Claxton just copied and pasted his comment from 1240.
Yes, Rob, we did notice that you were on the pre-play gang today, sending us a hey everyone at 1240 today, which is just absolutely crazy.
I packed my shirt from Monica Berry in the van.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh shoot.
I'm a dummy.
Too bad.
Way too bad.
Friday Night Bricks is going to abstain from the vote.
Boo.
Let's see here.
Boo abstaining.
Supa does give it an ooh, so we got one ooh.
Okay, fine.
And Monica says she's home safe, which is good.
Yay.
Monica, you're giving us an ooh or a boo for this color.
Monica stayed all day.
And she did, yes. The Brick Orphanage says if it's UV reactive, I'll be interested. Or it'll be interesting.
I take that point actually. I don't mind that. If it is UV reactive, I might change my tune on it.
William Bartley says, "Well, what's the sound or
what's the sound of indifference?"
Meh? Well, I guess it's meh. Or abstain maybe.
Yeah.
Meh.
Maybe that was a what do they call it? A rhetorical question.
Yeah, it could instead of being ooh, it could just be
Yeah, I think he's just indifferent.
Yeah, I think so too. Though Paige gives it an ooh.
Okay. Fair enough.
And Monica's sort of on my side here because of course we're best friends. Good addition since we have so many blues and greens. And William does
more blues.
Give us the meh, the official meh. Oh, and some of the names are so we got Marisk Blue. Is that how we say that? Marisk?
Yeah, sure. We don't really have it anymore though, do we?
No, but now we have
why is it the first one you mentioned?
Because it's so strange that it was named after the company and it was, their color. We don't have John Deere Green or, give me another famous one.
Reese's Orange.
Reese's Orange. Yeah, we don't have any of that.
Tiffany's Blue.
Yeah, we just have Maersk Blue for the Maersk line. But then we've replaced it now
with a Danish company.
With 7 other different colors. Okay. What's another do we know another Danish company?
Well, they had a partnership.
Okay, fair enough. And maybe they felt obligated to use that color.
Yeah, Danish Pride.
Joellen suggests maybe TARDIS Blue should be the official name of a color.
Okay.
Could be. But yeah, reddish orange. There we go. It seems like it's a mix. Rob Claxton suggests we need John Deere green and John Deere yellow. Well, how close are the current green and yellow to those colors anyway? They're probably pretty close, quite honestly. They have made some John Deere Technic sets now, so it is something they seem interested in a partnership with. John Deere has a bit of a reputation, though,
Yeah.
For making tractors that are difficult to repair unless repaired by a John Deere certified mechanic or something.
One of those. So I'm curious.
So,
When you said so reddish orange, you said it's a mix. Like, what do you think is being mixed? Like maybe red and orange, or like orange mixed with red, red mixed with orange?
I meant the response.
Oh, you
Tainted.
meant the responses from the Tainted. Oh, okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah. This is what I drove 5.5 hours for. Kevin Lauer suggests that we had T-Mobile Magenta.
Whoa.
I didn't know that, but that sounds fun. And we can name, Brick Orphanage suggests we can rename red to Coca-Cola Red. That sounds good.
No, but I mean, I was naming brands that have actually patented their colors. Like
John Deere green.
Reese's patented their orange.
Yeah, John Deere does have a green. It's John Deere green, as it's named.
Yeah. Tiffany's also patented their blue.
What about Caterpillar? I think it's cat yellow. And they might have one on their yellow shade as well. Who knows?
We boo everything yellow.
That's true. If you try to come at us with a yellow, you for sure will get a boo or a boo earns, no question.
I purposely have never bought a Caterpillar tractor because.
Yeah. How about Barbie pink?
How about Hua pink?
Barbie pink.
Is it patented?
I don't know, but Barbie is synonymous with pink. So There we go. Okay, so we've talked some about tomato soup. We skipped something. Now that you're back, we can talk about it. And that particular thing that we were going to talk about was a little something that we are calling, since show 2 is apparently missing. Let me see if I can add that one in quick. If I can't, it's fine. Okay, we'll just go to full show and talk about number 2, which is Tainted Lug. Okay, so we were having a discussion here at Holiday Joy with a number of those of you in the Tainted. The Tainted, of course, are what we call our loving and faithful visitors here to the live stream.
Yeah.
We call anyone who comments or watches the stream the Tainted for a number of reasons that we won't get into. But the most exciting part about all of that is we feel like a number of us who are part of the Tainted, who came together this weekend, were perhaps cast off from other lugs. I'm still a member of Twin Lug. I'm not going to say that I have any problems with Twin Lug. I love Twin Lug and the people there. Yeah. However, they tend to meet on Sundays. And while I'm obviously available at 7 p.m. to stream, I tend to be busy during the afternoons when they meet. So I very seldomly actually make a meeting. But it is fun to be able to connect with your Lego friends. And since there were a number of us all in the Tainted gathered in one location, we said, hey, what does it take to be a lug? Could we be Tainted Lug?
Yeah.
And not only does the song write itself, but it sounds like it would be totally fun.
And it works with the extended remix of Tainted Love, because when it goes, baby, 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 where did my love go?
Where did my
love
love
missing
go?
Their loves. Yeah,
yes.
They're tainted about their lugs. So yeah.
So we want to know, for those of us who weren't able to come to Holiday Joy, what do you think? Who is in for Tainted Lug? Again, you can give us a ooh if you want to be in Tainted Lug. This sounds like
this is the only way to vote is ooh or boo.
Yes, this sounds to me like it's a very strong possibility for a future merch T-shirt if we ever come to that. It would be great to just have a Tainted Lug T-shirt, don't you think? T for T-shirt, T for Tainted Lug. So what are we hearing? While you guys are considering voting, and I hope I don't see too many boo earns.
So apparently, Home Depot Orange and UPS Brown, I don't know if they're patented because you guys, again, aren't telling us this, but they are definitely specific shades of these colors. Claxton says, I'm still eating, sorry. Lego needs to bring back the Bionicle Gold, the Bionicle Silver that they used to have back in 01 to about 03 for their masks.
Well, I want you to know this right now. The response is pouring in rapidly.
Yes.
Team
Lego
B
is
in for Tainted Lug. I already ordered the T-shirt that doesn't exist.
There's T-shirts?
Monica Berry's giving us a clap and a face. Joel and Child is in. Supa says we need at least 20 members. I don't think that should be hard. We have 21 people watching plus me and Mark.
Right.
So that's 23 automatically. And we figure everybody who does a little bit of this, like and subscribe here to Brickworld, would be totally interested in being in Tainted Lug. I haven't seen Z's spouse comment yet, but I'm assuming she's going to be in by proxy, if nothing else.
Right.
William Bartley, at least at the very least, likes the name.
That's good.
And Rob Claxton gives it a new, so it's an overwhelmingly positive response.
Yeah, I think this lug is definitely starting. And we could actually even seriously display it every Brickworld. So we could become like a real lug.
Yeah, well, this is interesting. Brick Orphanage says, I like the name, but don't wear T-shirts. Okay, well, would you prefer a jersey or a hockey jersey or a button down?
I like Henley's.
You can go with the hoodie.
Yeah.
We can cater to different tastes. Tank tops. Whatever you're in for.
A parka.
Parka.
An umbrella hat. We could have
A
Tainted
beanie?
Lug umbrella hats.
We can do everything. We can do it all.
Reasonable to me. Hockey jersey.
Don says, I love this, a hockey jersey. Supa wants Tainted Lug hats. Z's spouse is ruining the fun. She says, I have mixed feelings, given I had to try to explain what tainted means to your 10-year-old.
When did this happen?
Well, okay, first of all, Z's spouse, you should have let me talk to her, because tainted doesn't necessarily mean a bad thing. It can just mean you're turned off by something, very much, or you've been disturbed or hurt in some way that you no longer associate with it.
I mean, why didn't you just consult the Google parent?
Yeah.
And just be like, tainted means contaminate or pollute. That's what it means.
That's what it means.
Go off and play.
Yeah. You don't have to give him much more than that.
Yeah.
The lug would be an online lug. Well, I mean, we have a meeting time. It is 7 p.m. most Sundays on this live stream.
And we'd be in person there was, how many of us there last night? 7?
Oh boy, there was a number
there last night.
And let me tell you, things broke down very fast. As a matter of fact, GPT wrote some stories about Tainted Lug.
Yeah.
Perhaps we can have a special guest on D's Brick sometime to do a dramatic recreation of some of the readings.
Well, I think I videoed some of the dramatic readings that happened last night. I think I have them on my computer right now.
Awesome. So maybe we can.
I think I might have started when they started using the app that's a little bit more boring though, where all the stories are the same. So I haven't edited any of this video. Plus, I'm talking over it.
What was really impressive about GPT? It's GPT.
Yeah, you got it.
Hard to get those letters out. They actually knew for some reason that Tainted Lug was going to be associated with Think Outside the Blocks. How did GPT know that? But they did.
That was the most disturbing part of all of it. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see here. Any castle builders in Tainted Lug? No, you're not allowed in if you're a castle builder, Reed.
Yeah, we don't do castle.
Let's see what else here. Goodies would be cool, or an embroidered polo. So there we go, polo.
There'd be some sort of I think the requirement would be your mock has to have Fabuland and orange spaceships in it. And they don't have to be huge, a huge part of it, just at least micro, work it in there somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah. That sounds reasonable requirement for a lug, right?
I think it's fine.
Right.
There's the only requirements are that you watch the live stream and you hate yellow.
Yes.
I think that's about it.
Unless you know how to use yellow well as an accent.
Yeah. William says he's logged in twice. Hey, log in 4 times if you want to. It sounds all good to me. Brick Orphanage would take a hoodie. Paige says she's in.
He's getting us free views. And I mean, people should not only give us as many view hours as we can so we get, closer to the monetization. That sweet dots money isn't coming in. We got to get sweet YouTube money.
We do.
But people can also comment and like. Well, they are commenting. They gotta like and subscribe. I mean, if we've got people sitting in the Tainted who haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for?
Yeah.
Don't you want to know when we're going live and when we spontaneously go live on a Monday night or when I post Animal Crossing videos?
I want to know
this
that.
stuff? Yeah, I want to know
Of course
too.
I do. Paige says, I was at Holiday Joy. How did I miss this? Well, it was late night, of course, Paige.
You went back home.
You were probably doing the responsible thing and resting because you were working very hard at the interactive displays. You probably wanted to be bright-eyed and bushy-tailed for the kids.
Yeah.
We were being irresponsible.
Literally bushy-tailed.
Bushy-tailed, yes.
Yeah.
We were being irresponsible and being silly. Of course, though I didn't have anything to drink, there were drinks involved. There was a dramatic reading from Scott Vanderlist as well. Vanderlist. He did a great reading of one of the Tainted stories.
That's one of the ones that I recorded.
Yeah, so there was lots of fun stuff. Lego Team B says, contaminate or pollute does sound like us, the Tainted. So
we're going to kick somebody. We're going to have the first person kicked out of the Tainted.
Who's that?
Well, Chima is modern Fabuland, so I'm in. Let's guess. Do I ooh or boo earns this?
You give this a hard boo earns. And let me say right now, two things. Not only is this guy trolling us about Castle on and on and on.
I know.
But then he has the audacity.
Right?
To say this. He says, Chima, that's basically Fabuland, right? What's wrong with you?
What's wrong with you? I think, I mean, I'm obviously Animal Crossing is modern Fabuland.
Yeah, and
Chima's just trying too hard.
Yeah. It's just not there. And then
listen, Chima.
Supa suggests that D's has an original summary of the left. Well, we don't need D's. We were there too. Though of course he's welcome. I want him to do a dramatic reading because I think it'll mean more coming from him.
Yeah.
But we don't need him to recap the history of the lug. We were there. Rob asks, how was the Holiday Joy show? Well,
I don't know. I feel like I have a little bias because I own the company. Well, how did you like the holiday show, Ben? What did you think?
Well, so here's the holiday show was in a much smaller space than we use for the larger show. There was a gymnastics competition going on next door. However, because of the smaller setting, and it was, very much last minute, I think the amount of people that came through were the perfect amount for that space.
Yes.
I think if there were more, it would have felt crowded, and everybody liked it. A couple of things that were highlights of this show in particular that we haven't done at other shows. That's only sort of true, but we did World of Lights. I say we, even though, I just showed up. I didn't really participate in that way. World of Lights, every hour they dimmed the lights a little so people could see lights on the displays. I think a lot of people did a really good job of incorporating a holiday theme, snow, Santa Claus, Hanukkah, whatever,
I agree,
into a display.
Yep.
So there was lots of holiday joy there. I think everybody had a good time. And I think the numbers were pretty good for, a quick thrown together show.
Yeah.
So it was good. And as far as I'm aware, you want to do the show again?
We're definitely interested in doing it again,
okay.
And hopefully we'll have more space and be able to invite more people because we don't turn people down. We don't necessarily operate that way normally.
Yeah.
Telling people we just don't have room for you. Sorry.
Another fun thing you did before we get too far off this.
Yeah.
So sometimes at some of the expos, you're able to do some other fun things, face painters or something. We had the 501st in.
Oh, that was awesome. Did you get any pictures of that?
I did get some. There will be some in our video at the end.
Good.
So if anyone knows who the 501st is, it is a group of cosplayers that specifically do very elaborate and nice costumes of Star Wars characters.
That was a 7.5 foot tall Wookiee.
Yes, and not Chewie, the darker haired bounty hunter. I won't try to say his name. It starts with a K. But they had that one. They had Vader, a Stormtrooper, a Jawa, a Grimorian guard. Am I missing any of them?
There was a TIE bomber and an ugly sweater.
A TIE bomber and an ugly Christmas sweater with a Rudolph nose at the end of on the helmet. So a lot of cool things there. I think a lot of people got pictures with them. It was great to have them come out.
Yeah, that was very cool.
So anything else you'd like to say about the show?
I would say it's our first attempt at doing a themed show. I'm excited about that. I mean, it caused some confusion for people. Like they came to the door and they had Brickworld Chicago tickets, and we're like, no, this is Holiday Joy. You overpaid for your tickets, so we had to like refund them for their Chicago tickets, and then they buy Holiday Joy tickets. But then they'd leave and they'd be like, well, we're just gonna go now buy tickets to the Chicago show. So it's good cross promotion, but it was just like it was a great group of people. Like this is like a really good core place to have a show like this because there's 3 really strong lugs in the area. We had 4 lugs there. K lug is in the area as well, so 4 really strong lugs. I mean, like the reputation of all the Wisconsin lugs just like precedes all of this because we've had such a great experience in Brickworld, Milwaukee. I'm excited about doing it again. Like for doing it like a first year show, it's the smallest show we've ever done. So we only have 13,000 square feet. So to give you an idea of what that's like, it was 1/8 the size of Brickworld Chicago. It was in like a wedding venue size, like a big wedding venue size, but still a wedding venue size room. And it was a nice intimate setting for that. Like when we did the World of Lights, where the last 15 minutes every hour we dimmed the lights so that everyone could see how the creations were lit up. And we had 4 lugs who happened to light a lot of their creations in very cool and like different ways. So there was a lot of lit up mocks in the hall. It wasn't completely dark. We just put them at about half. But people like there were ooze every time I turned off the lights.
Yeah, every time the lights went down, we got this, and every time you turned them back up, we got this.
Yeah, it was fun. So. I did enjoy that, but it was a great spirit, is what I really appreciated. There's a lot of people who were really inspired by it. A lot of people excited to like see more and do more, and we get to do a lot more of our interactive displays at the expos than we do at the convention because we just don't have room for things that aren't A-full things. But Superhawk's going to be working on that for us, getting more interactive stuff possible for the June show, not on the event floor because we're basically going to have that's going to be all display space, right? So we got some potential new activity area. So yeah, that's basically it for me. It was a nice way to end the season. I'm very glad that the Brickworld 2023 season has finally come to a close.
Yeah.
Typically we ended in November, but I added 2 shows, so we went through December. Christmas Eve is literally a week from tonight. And I'm just now finishing the shows, and usually I've had a couple months to kind of like, Christmas shop and unwind and kind of have some decompression time. And I'm like, I have to leave Thursday for St. Louis, and I'm like, how am I going to fit in all my like extra napping and Animal Crossing time in just 3 days?
Yeah, how's that going to work?
It's not fair.
And Supa says, some of the other fun things we did here, we don't always get to do. We had spooky Tainted story time.
It was
Brick Orphanage says, and I don't know about this, Chima's Fabu Castle. Okay, man. You're teetering on the line here, but I guess you're aligning yourself with Mr. Reed, who says,
no, he's upset.
He's upset that I started the trolling.
What?
And so
when did you troll him? When you told him you hate Castle again?
Yeah, I've never built a castle in my entire life. If you look at my Instagram, there's no castles on there. I put Yellow Castle on trial, and I had it convicted. That's how much I hate Castle. That being said, I'd really love for LEGO to create some new castle sets instead of the silly space co-branding, which I also love. Castle co-branding would be great for next year. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah.
Supa says, World of Lights at the end of every hour was a fantastic idea. Friday Night Brick says, yeah, World of Lights sounds awesome. It was. Let's see here. Ooh, Holiday Joy 24. Yeah, it sounds like we probably will be doing that. And imagine, this show was a bit thrown together. Imagine what it would have been like if you had more than 6 weeks. People could have, really gone even crazier for the theme.
And if we had more space.
And more space, yeah. But like I said, even the ones that were there were lots of Santas. There was lots of Merry Christmases. There were lots of Christmas lights. There's Gingerbread Town. Lots of stuff.
Some really cool lit up mosaics too. A lot of people using lights with mosaics. I was like, that's smart.
Yeah, I got a couple pictures of that in our video too when we get to it. Lego Team B says congrats on the show. Always a good sign if you're wanting to do it again.
Well, more information on that to come. I'll be looking at what space is available next December on Monday.
Yes.
Yes,
like I said, I started with a K. I couldn't pronounce it, and I still can't. But he's a black Wookiee, very dark hair. He's very the guy who was doing it. I don't know if he had stilts on or what he was doing, but he was
about 5'11".
Okay, he was a
Yeah.
good 7 feet tall in there.
Yeah.
It was really cool.
And he had like the real Wookiee voice speaker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And of course, I heard the Jawa give us a poutini about 7 times.
I didn't get to hear the Utini.
And they had nice yellow glowing eyes and all that stuff.
How big compared to the yard sale at Chicago for space? It was that plus the it was the yard sale plus the hangout space plus the film festival.
Yeah.
Joan says, "Woohoo! Brickworld Fort Wayne isn't the smallest anymore. Well, at least until Holiday Joy gets bigger, right? Right." I'd love to do World Lights at Fort Wayne. And the thing is, you have to make sure before you offer that at an expo that the lugs that are supporting the show actually have lighting in their creations. I know Joan's family does. I'm not sure about all of Fort Lug and the other lugs that we have come to Fort Wayne. I know in Indianapolis it would be impossible because the lights either go on or off. And there has to be a breaker for that somewhere because we don't have light controls in the room. They're motion sensitive. So we do World of Lights if everyone stays really still.
No walking during World of Lights. Yeah, that'll work out.
Yeah.
The fire marshal won't have a problem with that at all.
No kidding.
Let's see here. Also, lots of interactives. We're right next to each other, and we're still both clicking the button at the same time.
I was like, why hasn't he clicked it yet? So I was just like, I'll do it for him. And then we did.
I say, let's see here, and I move my mouse to it.
I know, but it's like there was a really long pause. Like, let's see here. I'm like, I'm on it. I'll just do it. Sorry, I made it. Yeah, anyway.
So lots of fun interactive stuff for the kids to do. We had a graffiti wall. We had the town modular build. We had general Duplo play brick and the green play brick. We also had 2 other interactives where people could build birds that went on a little train that drove around following a pattern, or they could make their own Christmas ornament and hang it on the tree.
Yeah. You mentioned the bucket ball.
Yes, all the interactive games too. You've done that at a couple places now, but there were at least 3 games that I saw Supa and Hawk running.
Yeah.
There was a golf mini, not a mini golf, a
disc golf.
Disc golf. There's four events. Disc golf, kind of putting. There was throw a Duplo penguin into a cornhole board. There was a ring toss where you were throwing the Lego dots necklace pieces, or 2 bracelets together.
I think they're wristbands,
on some various obelisks that had points on them. And then there was try to throw this ball. It was made out of all of plants, so it was nice and squishy, into looked like a wastebasket. It was surprisingly hard to get it in, even from 6 feet away. The kids were better at it than I was, for sure.
Monica Berry says she's only been to 2 prior Brick Worlds, not counting the virtual ones. I don't count those either. And yet I went on autopilot and went to the big hall. So she got to go to the gymnastics tournament.
Fun.
Yeah, there was a big gymnastics tournament down there.
And some of the gymnasts came over.
They certainly did.
To check it out. There was, a lot of little brothers that were got to come and see Holiday Joy when they were just probably feeling very dragged along to Sisters Gymnastic competition. So there was some of that too, but plenty of the girl gymnasts as well came in. So a lot of them wanted to see a mosaic that was prominently displayed of Taylor Swift. They were Swifties and they wanted to get a picture taken with Taylor. Monica's like, the guy at the desk is like, this is gymnastics. Lego's down the hall. So at least you got straightened out pretty fast. Reed's saying some more stuff about how awesome Castle and
he's talking Chima. He's like Chima, ice bears, blah blah
blah blah blah blah blah. We have some more people telling us the name of the Wookiee.
Is that his name?
Sure. Tell me what is it? Say it for me.
Cursanta.
Chrysantan.
No, it's Christmassy.
I don't know.
All I see is Kringle Santa. Whatever. There's a pic of what in the Discord?
KRRS.
All right, I'll
the first 4 letters.
All right, Monica, I'll check out the Discord. Is it Chrysanthemum? Oh, of the shirt. No, here we go.
We got to talk about the shirt.
Okay.
Oh, you got that one too. Okay, go ahead, share your screen.
We got Chrysanta.
Let's see here.
Kidding, I do not.
Supa says we need to talk to Don about doing an interactive area for Chicago next year. I'm sure there'll be lots of crazy things that come between out of your guys' creative minds for how we can keep the kids engaged in some of the interactives. And yeah, Supa confirms ring toss, bucket ball. That's what we're calling it. Disc golf and an icebreaker. There we go. So there's one of our diligent workers for Brickworld. I don't know if he wants to be named on stream.
He may or may not.
So we'll just say a diligent worker with a bunch of people from the 501st. So there you can see the ones we're talking about there.
You can say Kringle Santa, the Wookiee, and the Gamorrean Guard, and the Jawa, and TIE Bomber, and Darth Vader.
Yes. The Gamorrean Guard's got a candy stick cane there. All wrapped in lights and lit up. The one I would say who was the least festive in terms of decoration was probably the Stormtrooper, and then maybe Vader a bit, but he had some green lights, so maybe that counts a little.
Not really.
But still, very cool to have them there. Lots of people taking pictures. They were very friendly. I think they did a great job. So
they were great.
And then can we get a picture of the shirt? Because I enjoyed it. Here it is. So we know that Mark is a bit harsh on people and their grammar.
Yeah, geez, people.
The there, and there. So now we've got a shirt that explains there. The first one with the I is talking about a person. There with the arrow is talking about a direction or a place. And then they are with the apostrophe there. Instead of an apostrophe, we just got the A. So there we are. They are for the conjunction. So I don't know if Mark will be wearing that. But Joellen also needs one, apparently.
Yeah. I'm just going to make it the Brickworld 2024 shirt.
Yeah, I could say Tainted Lug on the top or the bottom, and then there.
Yeah, there's going to be some sort of questionnaire on registration where if you don't answer these correctly, you automatically are forced to buy this shirt, and you have to wear it all weekend at Brickworld.
It's like we've shamed them into wearing it. Yeah. Crystal's here.
Sounds rational.
Says she loves the shirt. Crystal, we of course spent a lot of the weekend with one of our mutual friends, Tim. Tim at the Gingerbread Village.
You did. I didn't, because he didn't stay after the show. He's like, I'm taking off. I'm like, Ben's here. He's like, and I was like, Ben came down from St. Paul, and you're gonna go home. And I'm like, and do what? He's like,
we had some good talks. Of course we did.
Yeah.
But I think accurately described, another one of the Brickworld staff has described Tim as an indoor house cat, in that told Tim this to his face, so it's not like a secret. And Tim's maybe a little bit like me. If you come up to engage Tim, he might withdraw. On the other hand, if Tim wants to talk to you, he can come up and nuzzle his face against your leg or something, give you some sign he wants to interact with you. And so, people love their cats just like we love our Tim. But you have to make sure to understand that Tim will engage with you when Tim wants to engage with you, which is completely fine.
Look at all these people who love the shirt. See, people like grammar Nazis.
Yeah. Well, how about this? I want to still Mark's shirt to the wrong two, and not the way you spell steal. Maybe William is trolling us. Not sure.
I don't know.
But I like it. Let's see here. What else did we get here? There's a lot of chat going back and forth on some ways to enhance the interactives. Let's see here. Having taught English. Oh, what'd you do?
I'm sorry. You were in the middle of reading that one.
Literally, I was reading.
Where was it? Having taught English. Here he is. No. Okay, go ahead.
I'll get it. There it is. Having taught English language arts to 5th graders, I thank you for grammar shirts. You should actually thank Monica. She brought the shirt. So,
people like when grammar is corrected.
The other interesting thing that I did here, and this will be confusing only to me, but not to you. I reversed my camera so that it looks right to me, but it probably looks wrong to people. When I'm pointing like this, I'm probably not pointing at you.
Correct.
It's really strange. But you're right over there.
Right, but on the screen, you're over here.
I know. It's really weird.
That's crazy.
It is crazy.
Why are you skipping all these people?
You can throw them up.
And Tom from Detroit, they did some lightsaber duels for the public because nobody was at Detroit, so it didn't matter. So we had a dance off. We had a Brickworld dance off in Detroit because nobody was there. There was enough people for a dance off, but yeah, it was a very, very slow show. All these people like the shirt.
You can find it on Amazon. That's where Monica got it. So. Just drag the windows to the proper alignment. Well, the problem is I am physically on Mark's left. I'm on the left side of the screen here.
Yeah, it's over here.
But it's like, for whatever reason, I didn't mirror my video. So there, I'm pointing at Mark.
Oh, you want me to mirror now? Because now you actually are.
That's weird. I don't know.
Because I'm not.
No. But look at that. That's strange.
Right? You don't like it?
No, it's fine.
You want me to mirror mine?
It's whatever.
Because I don't care.
I don't care either.
Okay, good.
I was just pointing it out. I mirrored my video because originally I thought we'd be on the same camera. But you're like, no, I need my own camera because I need to be able to do this and make exciting things happen on my screen that don't happen on mine.
Yeah.
He's just trying to flex on me. That would have been a perfect opportunity to do something like this or this, but he didn't.
I've done that before on a live stream, like we sit next to
Does he even do anything?
I don't know. Maybe he just doesn't like your hands.
Wow. Harsh. Oh, there it goes.
I got balloons.
Maybe I didn't hold
no
it
balloons
long
in
enough.
your half of the room. What was I going to say? I don't remember. Hey, what have we been talking about? Because it's 8 o'clock.
Well, actually, you want to know what the
Oh, we've been talking about the show. Yeah, people like the show.
Yeah, you want to know what the most terrifying thing is?
I know.
We've actually talked about our first 3 topiks already.
Oh, that's kind of
Has that ever happened in 1 hour before? Not even an hour.
No, but you know what's fun? I do have to use the bathroom.
Of course you do.
I just ate a burger. I mean,
well, I mean, we
not to
talked.
be too graphic about it, but
yeah,
I just ate.
Well, it's okay. You can go to the bathroom. We can BS for a little in the comments
I'll
here.
give it a couple minutes.
Okay, well, we can talk about our last topic. We can start it. I'm sure that
The very last one?
Well, we can still hang out and do other things.
Okay.
For example,
are there new sets?
There are a few. We'll talk about that. But even if that takes, say, half an hour, we could do some live into the Blockleverse. We could do whatever you want.
You can't because we're in the same room.
Same room.
You guys know that?
Same room. Let's see here. And Supa gives us one of these.
Yes, exactly.
That's lovely.
You guys are on staff. You know me very well.
Yeah. Mark's got to do that. So the last thing we were going to talk about. I'm missing 2 and 4. How did this happen? 1, 3, and 5 are the only ones that showed up. Okay, I'm going to fix that for sure. But
because you're on a PC.
Number 4.
It just randomly deletes even numbered things sometimes.
Yeah, it hates the even numbers.
It
even
does.
numbers are the worst. It's just like, hey, you know what we hate? Even numbers.
Yeah, that's what I said.
I know that's what you said. It was stupid, but you said it. Okay, so
Makes sense to me.
Okay, we're gonna add show 2 and add show 4. Open. Processing. There we go. Too many sets? Question mark.
Oh, that's our
So we'll talk about, are there too many sets, and we'll talk about a few new ones that we have not yet seen.
Right. Well, I'll be gone for approximately 7 minutes.
Okay.
Bye.
You know, it's exactly 7 minutes. That's impressive.
Well,
So
I know it's all.
one thing that's a little interesting. Well, okay. So Paige says that's because PC is for odd ones out. The true tainted. Yes, we are odd ones out.
No, that's not right.
The only one who's busting nothing but the Mac ecosystem is my friend Mark here. And let me tell you, so we are going to play a video at the end here that I made for Holiday Joy. I won't say the names of the people who are in the video, but there are pictures of some of the tainted in there. I won't out you. You can find yourself in the video perhaps. One of you is not featured in the video. I know already. Apologies. But several other people are. You can out yourself during the video if you would like, if you want everyone to know that it was you who's in the video. Supa's timing while Mark is out. So hopefully the clock is running here. But the big thing that we want to talk about in this last particular section, some new sets, and are there just simply too many Lego sets these days? I had this conversation actually more than once at Holiday Joy, that Lego is producing too many sets. I've also heard too many $300 sets. And just thinking about Mark and I discussing the leaks, keeping in mind that they're only for the first half of the year, we talked about how many new sets, probably close to 160. I'm not even sure. Just for the first half of 2024, lots of interesting and cool things, but there were a lot of sets. Neither Mark and I are total completists, though my closet of shame is pretty full. So I do end up buying a lot of new sets, even though it's not all of them. But because of that, that's becoming a question: is Lego producing too many? Are they disappearing then, or retiring too fast? What do you think? Are there just straight up too many new Lego sets? And I've heard that about the over $300 line, as well as just in general. Do we have too many themes? That's another question. It seems like some themes that maybe weren't intended to be evergreen have become evergreen. Evergreen meaning those themes that stay around forever, like Star Wars. I'd say is pretty evergreen at this point. I'd also say Ninjago is becoming evergreen. Maybe someday it'll end. And they have sort of reduced some other themes to compensate for the fact that, for example, they're doing Star Wars. They've done less space. When they brought in Lord of the Rings, they were doing less castle. But some of the old evergreen themes, or ones that we thought were evergreen, like castle and space, have really ended up fading in favor of other themes because they're more interesting, perhaps. I mean, castle, I understand. Or they get temporarily replaced by something else. Pirates by Pirates of the Caribbean, and then they just sort of, died on the vine. Or Castle and Lord of the Rings, or Castle then Harry Potter. So there's, some of that happens too when you keep iterating themes. But a lot of people are suggesting that there are in fact too many sets. Friday Night Bricks says, yeah, too many sets. But Supa says there are a lot of options, but there are a lot of price points too, which is nice. That's true. They are tending to inch up in the price point scale, as we've been talking about. 10 cents per piece has kind of become unrealistic now. That was sort of our old number that we'd always shoot for. We've talked about that too. But when I was younger, they had sets in much smaller boxes that were, in the $5 price range. Now the $5 will get you just a minifigure, right? There's no thing in the sub $10 range that's not a poly bag or a minifigure. Let's see here. Here, there are too many good sets. I can't buy everything I want. Well,
yeah, that's a big problem.
It's a problem.
Yeah, with their production.
So who knows?
General, yeah.
And this, the interesting thing for 2024 is this integrated space theme thing. I don't know if they're going to continue this or not. It's an interesting idea. But if the next one is something like Castle, how are you going to do that for City or for Friends, right? I think that's a harder thing to combine.
It's crazy, is I mirrored my camera so that now on my screen, when I face you, but on your screen, I'm facing you. Look at my screen, and
that's super weird.
And you're facing the other. Are we facing each other right now on the stream? Because what I'm seeing is the opposite on both our screens.
I don't know how we're gonna figure this out. You were very well
Thank you.
timed at only 5 minutes.
Thank you guys for timing me.
Yes. Supa said that you were going to be timed, and 2 people noted it was only 5 minutes.
Thank you.
Monica Berry says,
I feel skilled. I'm proud of this.
Definitely too many good sets. My budget can't come close to keeping up. And Paige says, too many expensive ones. It drowns out the cheaper sets.
Way too many hedgehog picnics.
The hedgehog picnic is its own problem.
I don't know how I'm going to get all of them. I obviously want all of them.
The screen needs to switch then to make us be able to look at each other when we look at each other.
Yeah, we did. I switched mine.
Okay, I'm going to switch you over there. But now look,
on my screen,
we're still not looking at each
in
other.
the same direction on each of our screens.
But
so
when we're doing this,
right, we're facing each other in real life. Look at my screen. Look at your screen. We're facing opposite directions. So on his screen, we're facing to the right. On my screen, we're facing to the left.
That's strange. Z Spell says, no, neither of you have been facing each other on screen the whole time. I know. I can't figure it out. My right hand is up in the air. Lift your right hand. That's weird. They should be both on this side of the screen.
Put yourself back on the left.
I don't know. Yeah, I belong on the left. It gives
screen,
Mark anxiety. Now it looks like you were looking at each other. It still doesn't look like that for us.
Now? Like right now, let's face each other.
No, I think it's because of that. Now let's face each other.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, are we facing each other?
Are we facing each other?
Were we? And facing each other on the stream. Now wrong again. You are looking. Oh, I don't care. I don't care.
I belong on the left. I'm on the left.
Yes. Now we are. Now we are at 8:07. It's now 8:07.
It's fine. So I just switched it back. Now we're wrong again, but that's fine. We figured it out.
And I'm pointing the right way. Yeah.
Mark's over there.
It should show up the way we have it on our screens on anyway.
Rookies, when was the last time you live streamed Read with 2 people in your barn on 2 separate computers right next to each other and then had it wrong on the stream? Probably never. Captain McVeteran, captain of the football team, man. I have no idea.
Yikes. Did you want some curly fries? Because I saved these for you.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I do want a curly fry. So maybe we can do this. We can still leave your screen on.
Yeah.
We'll solo you, and then I can eat.
Yeah, you eat something.
Yeah.
Do we have new sets to show?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you navigate that. Now people are watching you eat because you're back in there.
It's okay. I can do this.
Okay.
Let's solo.
Original all leather boots. Those look really realistic.
I don't know what's happening right now. Okay, let's solo this stupid brick set.
Let's get saving at Sierra. This is the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. What on earth is happening in the picture that's coming out of the camera? What is that?
What is that guy doing?
Caressing.
I'm not sure.
A wooden leg. Honestly, it looks like he's caressing a wooden. Oh my God.
I have a question.
What is happening? I would rather see a picture of a hedgehog picnic come out of this camera than what we're looking at. What was your question?
Isn't there another Polaroid camera that they're coming out with?
I don't know.
No, it's a camera. It's not necessarily a Polaroid, but there's a creator camera set that's also coming out next year.
Really?
Yeah, so there's 2 of them.
Well,
Geez Bricks is now here too.
Yeah, he says, whoa.
That sounds about right.
Himself.
I think that was supposed to be a wave.
Oh, good call.
What are the parts that the pictures are on? What's this? What's this part?
Oh.
It's not, I think. It's too thin, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's like one of those, it's like an insert for like a door frame. I bet it's that for the 6-wide door frame.
Okay.
I don't think we've seen a single piece that fits in there yet.
That's true. Is it wrong for me to be like, I don't care because I'm not going to get this anyway? So is that wrong?
Yeah.
Yeah. In general, I don't understand the 1-to-1 sets. Like,
I think this is an idea set too for some reason.
Yeah. Like when people were like, oh, I want to get the piano. I'm like, oh, I don't want that. I don't want a giant Lego set that is just a piano. I mean, but also I would never build anything 1-to-1.
Yeah.
So like maybe that's just part of it. It's just like sort of that's definitely an opinion thing. This is like very Gen X. It's very specific. Like I don't know. Maybe are Polaroids back in? Is that a thing that like people do?
Probably. I also question. So there apparently was a 1000 Polaroid 1000 versus One Step. So like you can switch the branding over here.
Oh, I see. That's smart.
I guess I don't know. Did the cameras look exactly the same, minus whether it said One Step or 1000?
Fragile.
Fragile.
Must be French. It's an important award.
Oh, that's what the guy's holding. So someone suggested maybe he was building with Lego.
Oh dear Lord, I love this.
But definitely
so
isn't that
much. She's suggesting when she says Fragile that it's the leg lamp, and he's like caressing it like it died on the floor. That's what it looks like. That is absolutely what it looks like. It looks like a scene from Christmas Story. Joellen says that she would guess the 1-to-1 sets are because the Lego Masters and the 1-to-1 challenges. Wait, they started coming out with the stupid typewriter and the piano before Lego Masters, didn't they?
Well, the typewriter's definitely not 1-to-1. I mean, the piano is definitely not 1-to-1 scale. The typewriter might be close.
Things that are things.
Yeah.
That are stuff.
Actually, that typewriter is that's a cute set.
Oh, he says it must be Italian, not French. Sorry, whatever. I haven't seen the movie yet this year.
Yeah.
I haven't had my refresher on it. I think it's funny when Lego creates a set that costs more than if you wanted to buy the actual item. You get this on eBay Marketplace, the real one. Our teenage niece asked for a Polaroid for Christmas.
Okay.
So it's something that.
So it sounds like it is back in.
Yeah, I wonder if I saw something recently where it's like you don't have to shake them anymore because it's not like they use that gel that they used to. Like there's a different way that it transfers. So I knew that there were new Polaroid cameras.
Yeah.
Just what is that?
So I think this is the cartridge that has the photos in it.
Oh, and
you must have to load it or whatever. It looks very much like the Atari cartridges for the Atari set.
Did you have to put juice in those, or was that just
no?
Like
I think they had
when you were a kid. You had to put water in it for them to show up.
Yeah. Well, my wife points out that both of my children have Polaroid cameras.
Oh, do they now?
It's true. They're not Polaroid expressly. They printed a much smaller photo, but it's a good thing for kids because it's kind of instant, and then they can share the little picture with their friends, whoever they're taking the picture with.
So they're like Polaroid minis?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's a little different, but it seems like it's a thing. And I guess, from the aspect that it gives you an immediate souvenir of the moment, at least for people who don't have
instant gratification.
Well, for the people who don't have smartphones and can just, send the picture to you, right? Okay. Which my kids don't. But, I don't know if teenagers are into Polaroids. Maybe they are. But kids think it's fun. I guess I don't have a problem with it. I'm not sure I like this set though.
What's happening in the other pictures?
That's what I was going to ask you. I think this one's the Lego house, right?
Oh, is it?
Down here? I think it is.
Okay.
I have no idea what this one is.
She's got a sandcastle coming out of her head, and she's eating a live turkey.
Looks like she's eating a piece of toast with a dog's face on it.
Right.
That's what it looks like. I have no idea.
Oh, that's not a turkey tail. It's like it's a flower pot with daisies.
Yes. Flower pot with daisies, and then whatever this is. Yeah, look. See, we got the doggy mouth, the doggy nose, and a doggy ear.
Oh, it's just a pita.
Okay.
She's got some sort of dip there.
Some sort of wrapped pita.
Yeah. What?
But now that we've zoomed in on this guy, what is he doing?
I know.
What is he doing? What is this?
Is it Mr. Rogers?
I don't know.
He's putting on his new shoes for the day.
You know what I think he's doing?
Looking at a Polaroid picture?
Yeah, I think that this is a piece of film, and he's like pulling out the film to like put it to a dark room or something.
I hate this. Just the one picture.
Mark doesn't have a strong opinion on this one.
I'm so upset. Wait.
Yeah, Monica says, "Well, my niece has a smartphone, and she still wants Polaroid. So could just be a Gen Me, Gen I, Gen whatever the heck they're calling themselves now.
Homelanders.
Gen Alpha, Gen whoever, Homelanders, Gen whoever they are.
Homelanders. Did we talk about this yet? Why they're calling them Homelanders?
Because they existed or were born around the time Homeland Security.
Yeah, they've had
became
Homeland
a thing.
Security all their lives. Yeah.
Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah. Like that's I think they're much more iGen. I like that. I like iGen a lot.
Yeah. I like
Yeah,
that.
that's right. We did talk about this. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I like that for people in our sort of mini demographic, sometimes we're called Oregon trailers or trailers. Because we had Oregon Trail on the Mac Lab computers at school.
Oh, I see it now. It is the Lego house. Yeah.
Yeah.
Took me a minute.
Yeah, it's a Lego house, but I am still like only 40% sure I know what this is. It is weird. Weird for sure.
I'm at like 9% sure I know what it is.
Only 9%.
There's a man with an argyle tie.
Okay, this one's divisive.
Is it? Yeah, I like that there's a lot of dark blue in it.
I think the problem is the price, which
no.
was announced on this.
How many pieces is it?
I don't remember, but my understanding is it's like $20 more expensive than the last time they came out with an X-Jet, and the figures aren't as good. That people really, it's the Blackbird for me, and that's what I've always called it, but they're calling it the X-Jet.
Oh, okay.
And look at this crazy looking Magneto down here with no helmet and this goofy big M on his shirt. I don't know.
Is this based off the new Marvel movie that's coming out?
I have no idea. But I was told by a friend who is into superheroes that the only way he would buy this set is if it had a crisp $20 bill inside of it. You can find that on his Instagram and know who it is. But that's what I was told about the quality of this set. So it's very small. I'll say that.
Yeah.
It looks like it can maybe hold 2 figures or maybe all 3. I don't know.
Is it supposed to be able to hold more in real life?
Yeah, it's kind of their main mode of transportation, and in the cartoons and the comics, it like comes out of the basketball court and flies away.
Interesting.
But I was basically told the Wolverine is a step down from other figures that have been out of Wolverine.
Yeah.
They don't get the Magneto, and there aren't enough parts. That's kind of the overall vibe or understanding I'm getting from everyone.
Okay.
The chat has nothing to say about this one. They probably are like, who cares? But that's the controversy, the scuttlebutt on this one. They had a lot of feelings on the Polaroid camera. This one they don't care about. Another superhero one, Sandman battle.
This one fits into the top of that Far Away from Home sculpture.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's part of it.
Okay.
Yeah. So you put the two together.
And then that makes it slightly less worse.
But slightly less worse, yeah.
But still pretty dang ugly.
Well, it's the only problem with it is the face, I think.
Yeah. They really shoehorned that piece into being a ugly looking face on a lot of the big figs. So Spider-Man had that. I think Batman even had that. Captain America's had that. So I don't know. I don't think it's getting rave reviews or anything, but here it is. Another version of Spider-Man.
I saw it. I probably on ACOB.
Okay.
They showed it together with that what's the most recent one?
Yeah.
The
Far From Home.
One.
No Way Home. No Way Home.
Yeah. So it's like that No Way Home sculpture that has like that battle. Like you throw the Sandman on the top because it's around the Statue of Liberty, right?
Right. Yep.
Yeah.
I think the problem though that Statue of Liberty was copper, so it's brown, and then this one's dark gray or dark tan. You think they're gonna like be too close in color and not contrasty enough? Would it be better if Sandman was more tan?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know because I will never put these together. I may buy them for the parts.
Yeah, do you see a lot of do you see a lot of good parts in here that you really need or want?
I like that there's I don't know what sound I just made, but I like that there's the transparent curved tiles.
Yeah. I think you can find those in a few sets here and there. It's kind of supposed to look like a portal, I guess, right?
Yeah. Oh, right. Yeah, that's what it is.
Yep.
It's a portal. I like that figure coming out of the portal. It's the Crocodile Man or whatever.
Yep. Killer Croc.
Killer Croc. Yeah, that's the guy.
Yep.
I meant. I like dark tan stuff.
Okay.
But yeah.
It'll depend on the price, right?
I mean, I'm not gonna buy it. Yeah.
In general, you're definitely gonna bricks and pieces anything you see in here. I don't see anything that's like.
Yeah, I'm not fun in some of these conversations. Like, would you buy it?
This is for Mark. You know.
Like, I really love this set, but I'm not gonna buy it because.
Yeah, Monica booed the plane. And Paige is sort of giving it a whatever. I like the minifigs.
The rest of the set is blah. I wonder if it has like some fun articulation and movement. And like, if people are excited about the No Way Home
Mm-hmm.
set with the Statue of Liberty, would they want this to be a part of it to like complete the whole battle?
Yeah.
In that sequence, if they're into display and stuff. What is holding the portal to the column there?
It's a
girder.
It's a 1x2 with 2 clips on it.
Oh, thank you. And it's also
it's the same thing down here.
Oh,
no, it's just behind it. I think it's dark red.
Okay.
Or maybe it's that stupid reddish orange color. Okay, fine. I'm being too hard on that one. But it looks like well, because it looks like see right here. There's a clip here that he's hopping off a transparent thing that's clipped in here. So there's maybe it's a trans clear 1x2 clip down here too. But this looks like it could be that tomato red color as well.
It looks like a panel. It looks like a clip attached to a panel.
Yeah.
Yeah. The more I look at this, more I'm like, oh, they're really kind of shoestringing things together here to make it look like a something is happening with portals and dimensions.
Some weirdo named Rage Quit Gaming says, I find it strange the two hands he means, of course, use different construction techniques. Well, I mean, that's part of Sandman's charm, right?
The shoulders are different. Yeah.
Change in size as he's moving about. But yeah, it is. They're very different.
Oh, that guy. We're talking to a guy who cheats at golf.
We are talking to a guy who cheats at golf. What does he know? Yeah. His hands are probably vastly different sizes too. So let's see here. And then we've got this one. It's Rocket Raccoon and Baby Groot. Baby Groot is cute. Way down here. Let's give a little zoomy zoom on Baby Groot.
What's happening behind his head?
That would be Rocket's tail.
Oh, I like the end of the tail because it's that bush and brown.
Yeah, I think that same part, I think it's dark brown.
I would buy this because I like all the parts I see.
And I think this is a stack of barrels.
It is a stack of
half barrels.
For sure. That's exactly what raccoon tails look like.
Yeah, he's kind of got that ring tail going on there.
Yeah. I like what I'm seeing.
Yeah, Paige says this one's weird, but she likes it.
I want those pieces. Why did I say pieces?
Pieces. Yeah. I want the Reese's Pieces.
Pieces. I like those pieces. There we go. That's what I meant to say. That's how I meant to pronunciate the word.
do. You know what gives me a little bit of joy? This here.
Is it Holiday Joy?
Holiday Joy.
The dark orange ingot?
This looks like it's maybe dark orange. So hopefully the reddish orange isn't replacing it. This also back here looks like dark orange.
We don't discuss what colors might be in pictures on this stream.
These also look like they're probably dark orange. So I think that this Rocket Raccoon is making me hope that dark orange isn't away. These could be dark orange or they could be nougat. I don't know.
Dark brown new leaf piece.
Yeah, back here for the ear.
That paddle leaf thing.
Yep.
Whoa! The fingers are creepy.
Those are that finger piece we've talked about a couple times now. But yeah, they look creepy here.
Yeah.
That's like the back side of his hand too is using the boat stud.
Yep. Boat slider.
Usually I see that like on the inside, not the outside.
Yeah. Like as a palm, not as a.
Here's one of the longer Apollo stud.
Oh, they're doing a 1x4 Apollo stud now, huh?
They do a 1x3 and 1x4. I think it's only hollow on the two ends though.
What?
I think so. Because look here, I can see a black dot on the two ends, but not in the middle.
Oh yeah, good call. I see that too.
I've got a dark brown rounded piece here of some variety.
It's a mud guard.
I think it's the tile piece. I think it's a half circle tile piece.
Burr?
Maybe. I don't know. You might be right. It might be a mud guard because it looks like it extends back here. It's got a stud on it, and then this blue part goes over the top.
Yep, and I think that blue part is the
slipper. Not the slipper, the opposite of the slipper.
Yeah, it's the tile with a slope hanging off the front.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think it's going right over the top of that mudguard piece. It's like a double depth mudguard piece. I love everything I'm seeing here. I'm looking at it as a parts pack. Now I'm not going to build this.
I don't know if we can react to this because this person is trying to promote themselves.
That's no.
So,
but it's also what his tail looks like.
Well, it could be, but
look at the tail again.
I'm ignoring the second half of this. Does anyone know a good veterinarian? Well, I know a kind of crappy one. Let's see here. The face of Rocker, which of course is Rocket, is interestingly shaped. I don't know how I feel about it. Well,
yeah.
Yeah, there's no teeth on the top, which is a little interesting.
Arr.
I I think it's got most of the features. The whiskers are, the symmetrical whiskers from the Wolverine claws are okay, I guess. I don't know. Let's see. This person suggests he looks a tad bit rabid as well. Well, you would know.
He does. Well,
Maybe
what
a
do you
little.
know?
You
how
would
many
know.
how many rabid raccoons have you treated, Rage Quit Gaming?
Yes.
Jeez.
How many raccoons have you treated? Period. Probably some. I bet there are pet raccoons.
Yeah. Around here for sure.
Maybe that's what I see in his face. LOL. I don't know which response that was to. It could be the explosive diarrhea one. Could be any other number of ones. Who knows? Super Hawk Brick says he looks like he might have rabies. So we have
Even
2 votes.
Yeah,
2 votes for rabies.
Yeah.
And Gabriel says, I like Rocket, but I'm biased because Guardians is my favorite Marvel theme.
Same here, Gabriel. My favorite as well.
I definitely like the movies. I will say the first one I liked a lot. The second one I did not really like at all.
You didn't like at all?
No.
What did you think of the third one?
The third one was better. It was okay. I didn't mind the third
one.
The first one was really good. I loved the music in the first one too.
Oh my God, yes. Best soundtrack.
That soundtrack was great. The second one I didn't love the soundtrack as much, and I thought the story was just weird.
Yeah.
Kind of like the third one. They kind of got this, the strange love story part with Gamora being a different Gamora.
I liked different Gamora.
It's kind of strange and weird.
Yeah.
And they're actually trying to continue like some of the story. Like, hey, there was actually consequences to the stuff that happened here.
There are actually a few dozen that he's treated, but it's actually illegal to keep a raccoon as a pet.
Interesting.
Jesse's Brick Galaxy is here. What do you think about this Rocket set there, Jesse? You missed a couple of the other new ones.
Yeah, Jesse, I would have. You could have co-hosted had I not driven all the way to Chicago for the show.
Yeah.
You would have been on my list, but.
Yeah, but we're in the same room.
We are. It's crazy.
We're not facing each other, but we're in the same room. Says I really like Rocket, but now I can see the rabbit part.
I think it's maybe the eyes.
I can't unsee. Yeah, we know what you meant.
Yeah, I think it's the eyes that give him the rabid kind of look for whatever reason.
Well, just the and again the underbite, the fact that he has no top
top
teeth might make it even worse.
Yeah, it could.
That might be the rabbit part. Is like he looks like he wants to bite you, but that's like Rocket Raccoon doesn't have a endearing face 90% of the time.
That's true, and he's got all the scars on his back.
Rage Quit Gaming suggested the movies seem to be getting increasingly silly. I wonder if he means Guardians of the Galaxy movies, or does he mean like the Marvel movies in general? But
Guardians of the Galaxy is supposed to be silly.
Yeah, agreed. Said it in unison even. And Jesse's Brick Galaxy says, it's cool. I saw some photos of Holiday Joy. Oh yeah, cool. Yeah, we like that too. We've got photos from the show actually. Mine aren't showing up in my iCloud is actually not sharing it with my laptop, so it would be hard for me to share them. I could download all the stuff from my the video and photos from my camera.
Well, we could try this. What we could do is, though I thought we could play it as an outro. We don't have to. Maybe we can replay it as the outro when everyone ducks out. But we could play the video and talk about it afterwards a little bit about some of the stuff we saw.
Yeah, we can definitely go through the rest of the new sets.
That's the last one.
Oh, is that the last one?
Yeah. And I got to say, of all of the brick built figures, I think at this scale, this is one of the better ones.
I agree with that. The articulation on the body is really cool.
I'm not as disappointed in this one as I am in most of the other ones I've seen. So I think this is a good attempt for sure.
So, I mean, I think there's a difference between like a brick molded figure like this and a construction figure.
Yeah.
I don't know how they would do this if they tried to fit it in their like construction line, like with like the ones from Force Awakens where they did like all the main characters.
Yeah, with the single piece molded heads.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the brick. Well, and I guess the one we could compare him to the most would probably be the Groot figure.
Yes, the Groot figure is fantastic.
And the Groot figure is very good. It uses the same eyes. I like that one quite a bit, but this one, I don't hate it. Yeah, I think the more I'm just sort of looking at the face, I could get used to it. I think it's not that bad.
Are we going to get a Venomized Rocket?
Yeah, good question. So the other thing I was noticing, so of course we had Groot and then Venomized Groot. They're both on the store shelves right now and right next to each other. Yeah. Venomized Groot has more pieces, but costs $5 less than regular Groot. Which is kind of interesting. There's more dark tan, though, in regular Groot. So you could, be really into that color or something and want that one better. Brick Orphanage suggests that Rocket still looks better than Chewbacca.
Yes, I have to agree with that.
That is throwing down right there. I don't know that anyone in the Tainted is actually going to tell you that that's not true.
I agree.
I don't know that this is a fun fact, but the term for an underbite is some word I'm not going to say. Brachygnathism. I don't know. He's probably trying to make me say a bad word. So, Supa agrees, better than Chewie.
My puppy has brachygnathism.
Yeah. So I think everyone agrees that at the very least they'd take Rocket over Chewbacca. So.
Oh yeah, I would too.
So that's exciting at least. Right?
Well, I mean, Chewbacca's a great parts pack for me. I love, and hopefully the brown. It's been a number of years since they produced brittle brown, right? Like we're just stuck with this from like 4 or 5 years ago. And
I don't know if it's still breaking or not, but yeah, I mean, it's certainly a challenge.
Brittle brown is
aggravating. Let's see here. We can put this back up on the screen now here. I can press group layout. There it is. Hey, there we are.
Hey, it's us.
There's some swag that I got at Brickworld this year.
Yes.
I got this delicious looking water bottle.
Yeah.
Very nice. I got this for the waters, and then I also got the Brickle.
Ooh.
I actually have 2 of the Brickles because I got one before you gave this one to me. I was playing with it, and Nicole said to me, "You've touched that one too many times. You have to take it." Your dirty hands have contaminated the bricks.
Yeah.
So here is the Brickle. This is one of the Brickworld mascots. There are 12 of them, I believe now.
Sure.
And this one, his name is T for Trickle, because his emote is that he's sad, like he has a rain cloud hanging over him that trickles down.
Yeah. So
Trickle, very adorable. Super love him.
Yeah.
Hopefully you'll do more Brickles and I'll be able to keep collecting them.
Yeah.
So this is Trickle the Brickle. Yes. Joellen says Trickle. Yes, correct. Trickle the Brickle.
That is correct. I'm downloading 173 items to my computer.
Okay, well, while you're doing that, we can play the video then that I have.
Yeah, definitely.
And then we can talk about it afterwards. So let's add this to the stage.
I'm in Chicago for Holiday Joy. Mark has no idea I'm here. Let's go surprise him. Come on.
There he is.
What are you doing here?
You don't want some joy?
That was cool. You look pretty well.
Nope. Good. And the menorah, we gotta get some more holiday in there. Oh, okay. Make sure people come up. We don't out them. We don't have some special visitors and come over.
I think it's that big of a room. Perfect.
That person. Keep everything interactive. Those look awesome. And they look straight lit up. The other blue castles. Some of these will be more the lightsy. There's brewed as a Christmas tree. I love that one. I love the Step Onto the Snowman and the Grinch in that one. There's some of the 501st. And you see how tall it is there. No comment. These were really cool. Didn't you see those?
Yeah, they were at Chicago actually. Fortnite thing, right?
This one is showing the mosaics of the lighting that I was talking about.
Yeah.
The morning guard.
Yeah, super Batman.
And here's some of the interactive stuff we had going on. Here's the graffiti wall. I did the holly there in the corner.
Here's some great stuff on that wall.
There's people working on it there. That's the heart I did for my daughter.
So full on Saturday.
There's the ornaments people made that we put up on the tree.
Video.
There's a surprise. Don't know who that is.
Fabulous Bakery.
Big Taylor, Big Drop.
There we go. She outed herself.
With lots of lights.
Good video.
I tried to take highlights. There were a lot of other good stuff there that were a little less holiday-y, so I didn't take pictures of them, or they had been in Chicago already. But some other really cool stuff there too for people who came in weren't familiar with Brickworld. There's my Santa Mac. You know, we did him on the live stream last year, so we'll do something like that this year too. Only did not until the end of the year.
Yeah, hopefully getting future. Now. I was sick.
And there's the Batman tree.
I didn't see that.
Yeah.
I probably have pictures of it, right?
And Monica says there were 13 new doll house as well.
That is Fortnite, isn't it?
There's lots of cool horses in there. 12 Days of Christmas, that one was great. Maybe if you spot there, head. And there's Christmas mosaic as well. And then, of course, the last thing we need to know. We'll see you next year. Brickworld Chicago 2024, June 15th and 16th. Buy your ticket.
Get the badges.
So there was my trip to Holiday Joy. So there was lots of cool stuff in there that we commented on. And like I said, you know, I didn't even feature anything from Nick Brick or Casey McCoy. They brought lots of stuff.
Oh my God, their stuff is so cool.
It's always very cool. But as I had mentioned, it wasn't as much of a holiday tie-in, but great builders. Definitely check them out in Chicago as well.
It's very much like the Milwaukee show, where you just have like a bunch of innovative builders, like 4 great groups together.
Yeah.
Like it was exciting to see like people bring new stuff, people bring holiday stuff, and like kind of whip stuff together in 6 weeks. We decided to do this show 6 weeks ago.
Yeah, and there's probably some other pictures I took that couldn't make it into the 4-minute video I had where the end of the music was. So yeah, it was a small intimate show, but there you could see lots of cool stuff to look at regardless.
Mm-hmm.
So lots of fun. You have any highlights you want to show?
Yeah, I mean, I don't actually, let me get these in their own folder.
Yeah, you've got lots of stuff from the 501st in there I'm seeing. And
well, I mean, because this is all the stuff that Dee's and Superhawk took.
Okay.
So I haven't even edited through any of this yet. So we'll see.
That could be dangerous.
Exactly. So I'm just going to scroll through real quick, move it to a different folder so I can share it better with you guys. Yeah, it's interesting to do something here at the Renaissance and it not be Brickworld Chicago. So it feels a bit surreal in that aspect.
Real Guy says, okay, I'm here and I heard about this video. I can't say whether or not you were in the video.
Yeah, I don't remember if he was or not.
If you were, you can out yourself, but I'm not going to.
Yeah.
How was the crowd turnout? The crowd turnout was decent.
Yeah, 2,500.
2,500 for a small show. Like I said, it felt like the right number for that space. A bigger space, you know, could have had more people.
If we had more than what we had, it would have been hectic. I think we might have had to hold the door at some points.
Yeah.
Because the hall did get relatively crowded between like 11 and 1 every day.
Yep.
So
if you consider that it was an eighth the size of the Brickworld Chicago in June, that's pretty good attendance for that size.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, we can do better. We can definitely do better, but.
Monica Berry said, I thought I wasn't going to make it, but something got rescheduled and it worked out, and I'm glad. Yeah.
Me too.
Monica apparently has already said that she was in the video, so yes, Monica was here. It's great to see her. Hung out pretty much all day. Gave Marcus T-shirt.
Yeah. So we got to talk about she brought me that cool T-shirt that everybody wants because they like when their grammar is corrected. They love it.
Yeah. So lots of good stuff. She's also the one who pointed out to me that's Real Gar over there.
Oh, you'd never met him? No, that's right. You guys do Milwaukee together, so you've been in the same room with him before.
Well, but you know how some of those shows go.
Oh yeah.
Different people, different areas of the room. Sometimes you don't meet everyone.
Yeah. I don't think you've ever been set up near him.
But let's see here. Jesse says they had 800-ish at night trains last night. That's a very
Nice.
good turnout as well.
What's night trains?
They do something similar to World of Lights kind of. They turn the lights down low at the museum, the Model Railroad Museum in the Twin Cities, and they run some light show type deal. It's popular. Apparently 800 at one time. That's pretty good.
Awesome.
So Monica says, yeah, it was crowded, but not panic-inducing crowded for me. Yeah.
Right.
I think that's a good description. You could move around, but you couldn't run through the hall. That's how I would describe it.
Yeah.
So
vendors were happy. That's always really important to me. Vendors had a lot of good sales, a lot of activity with vendors. Got some free stuff from the vendors because they were happy with how they did. So
that's good.
That's always a true sign that they had a good weekend when they're like, we're not charging you. I'm like, I should have bought more. No, I'm kidding. I would never do that. Can I have this
Real Guy
this
says,
too?
It was good to make actual contact with the other hosts of the Tainted. Well, thank you.
Yeah.
And at the end of the show, when we were loading out, a couple other people came up and said they watch on the replay gang.
Yeah.
So they don't participate as the same way as all the Tainted, but we love them too. So replay gang for sure too. Let's see here. Well, that's all of our topics, Mark. What else do we want to do? It's 1 hour and 40 minutes. We have another 20 minutes. We can talk more about the show.
Yeah.
We could do some crazy into the Blockleverse. What are you feeling like?
Yep. Well, I'm exporting some more video and pictures from the show, so we don't need to go over it. But yeah, definitely let's bring up some Blockleverse stuff. I'd like to see what's going on over there. By the way, I love this extra monitor that you have.
Yeah.
Because mine's gigantic, and I'm like, I'll need to know where you got that.
Yeah.
I can't bring it with me, and that's what I prefer to do, is having an extra monitor at these shows, and I definitely need that. If it wasn't so close to Christmas, I'd just be like, give me the product now, because I'm going to ask my family to get one for me.
Yeah, so this one in particular is a gaming version. You wouldn't need this, but they're very nice, and my wife uses one as well, a similar one for when she goes to work. So if anyone who wants to see it, it's like a 16-inch portable monitor. I'm going to unhook it and have to rehook it in a minute. But here it is on its little stand.
It's so awesome.
So nice little, it collapses down nicely, and you can bring it with you. So we'll rehook it here and do a little Blockleverse. So what do you think we should look up tonight?
Do you want to do the fun hole?
Oh, fun hole. Oh, yes. Yes, I do.
Monica Berry gives credit to one of our vendors for saving Christmas for her.
Oh.
Which I love to hear. Was it Joe Trupia? Did you get the Boner Wonderland? Which is, what is it, Boogie Nights?
Just realized that Ben and Mark are actually in the same room.
Yeah, look, it's me. See, hands, yep.
As weird as that probably looked on everyone's screens.
I think they might be seeing it correctly now. I think if I followed the thread correctly.
No, I think I have to switch to that side, but it's fine. We're fine. Everything's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Ow.
I don't think I have anything weird in my Amazon, but I'm probably going to sign out or make sure I'm not signed in. Okay, I'm not. Just because I don't want to stumble across any holiday gifts or have it start feeding me weird things when I type fun hole into my Amazon search.
I have a good one too, though. Hold on, I'll find one as well. Fun hole is a different type of Blockleverse. I can't even say it. Blockleverse. I found one. You had to go, but I think you're really going to enjoy this particular one. There it is.
Okay.
Let's explore the world of Fun Hole first, though, because we never got to it.
Yeah. Which one do you want to start with here?
Pre-recorded. I don't recognize
maybe this one.
These, so yeah, let's see what's going on with this. We have to play the fun song.
The video?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Or it's a different song.
Oh man. Okay, so we're adding this one to the stage. This is what I will say.
Fun Hole
with a W.
Very unaware of what they've named their toy.
FO everywhere. So Fun Hole, like whole circle.
FO.
I will say that when we ran across these in
whenever that was,
yes. I would say that these were not nearly as bad as some of the other blockovers. But what we really enjoyed, two things about Funhole that I think we found out. They really like lighting.
Yeah.
That's a component, which I think is cool. And though they aren't nearly as bad as some of the other ones, they do love to produce a video that you can watch. So I don't know if the sound will come through on this. Let us know if it does or doesn't. But here's a video of Funhole that we can watch. I got to click on the right video.
Small sea hurricanes. What?
I love the face with the weird shape.
The bell.
I mean, they're very Lego-esque pieces. The face is so oddly shaped.
I think what we found with this is it's still.
Here's another one.
Oh, another one.
You guys hear the sound on this? But yeah, another video. Jerk. No sound. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So the sound's not loud enough. I'd probably have to download the video. It's probably a bunch of things that wouldn't let you do that. But as you can tell, very Lego-esque for Funhole, but definitely a much higher quality without some of the crazy photoshopping that we see with the other stuff.
And it's one of the few that we've looked at that it's the only one we've looked at that has figures in it at all, because what all the other ones have done is like, we don't want to compete with Lego or have them fight us on the patents, so there's just no people in any of the other sets. This one has these bizarre bulbous heads. Like Rage Quit Gaming, what's it called when like your cheeks stick out past your ears? Like what's that called? The medical term, please.
Yeah. So here you can see them. As soon as I move my
little barrel
pointer back here, it moves again. Yeah, they kind of have like a bell shaped almost.
Strange.
Like they have like these giant jaw jowls. But you can see that they're kind of like a combination of minifig and mini doll, kind of. They don't look as articulated, and they kind of have weird proportions from their hands up to their shoulders, and feet that don't look like they move. So a little bit different take, not an exact replica of Lego. However, the parts look just like Lego parts.
Yeah.
So, clearly they're, afraid of the minifig issue more so than anything else.
Obviously, they're not afraid of ripping off the actual molds themselves.
Yeah, the molds are whatever, it seems like.
They are unfazed.
Real Gar says that he would describe those feet as almost like horse feet.
Yeah.
I think I agree. I mean, that's kind of what they look like.
Bring up that comment from Monica Berry.
Monica says, it's like the medieval blacksmith and a ship had a baby. Yes.
Rage Quit Gaming says it's called jowlism. Yeah.
Jowlism.
Yeah, them jowls are like...
Those are some massive jowls.
Like the rings of Saturn is what...
It's like the bulldog with the floppy jowls. Which one? The French bulldog or whatever?
American bulldog are worse.
The American one, yeah. The big floppy jowls.
Yeah.
So Funhole,
I
think it was kind of an interesting discovery for us.
We found it like late towards the end. I was like, wait, this place is called Funhole.
Yeah, the name is probably more ridiculous than anything else.
I think their Christmas ones were a little bonkers.
They were. So here you can see the way the guy has to hold the saxophone.
Right, he's clearly playing it and also like hiding his weed in it or something.
He's sticking it in his eye. So that's a little interesting. And you can see over here, looks like the chain mold's probably a little rough.
Yeah.
I mean, so I'm guessing the quality is just so, but at least the presentation here was, significantly better.
It's definitely better than most. Let me see if I can find what I was looking at the other day.
So while you look at that, I can come back here for some more Funhole. There's a camper, apparently. This one's not Funhole. This is a Johnny 5 robot. You ever seen that movie, Short Circuit?
I sure have.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
I was born at the right time to see that movie when it came out.
I saw that too. Did you see the second one?
Yeah.
Did you like the second one too?
I don't remember. I don't remember minding it. I think I was too young to really know the difference of a quality of movie. We just got to see more Johnny 5. I think the second one's a little, like, the plot's a little kind of like...
The second one's darker, for
gangster,
sure.
Yeah. Like they're running after him for something. They're trying to.
Yeah, the second one's good too. They trick him into robbing a bank essentially.
Oh, okay.
Some people take advantage of his naivete. But yeah, Real Gar has a reaction to Johnny 5 in the comments. And yes, that's Johnny 5, but it's not Fun Hole, so we're not going to bring it up. But you can see some more. They have a cabin, wood cabin here. They have a hunting cabin in the snow. So they got a bear mold here that looks suspiciously like the Lego bear mold.
With no printing on it.
It
has no nose and no eyes. Great Quick Gaming, what's that called when a bear has no nose and no eyes? What's the technical medical term for that?
Yep.
There's printing on the Dalmatian.
There's a Dalmatian? I don't even see.
Keep
Oh, there
going
it
up.
is.
Yeah.
And the dog has his own integrated doghouse. That's super nice. And look, they have the see-through bits down there. The translucent pieces actually look kind of nice. Not gonna lie. I kind of feel like we need some Fun Hole in our lives just to like know if they're any quality, but I would still feel really weird about buying one.
Yeah, I'm tired of saying the term Fun Hole.
But there's our jowly guy again with his horse feet and his weird arms. So
let's see. For the record, Realgar loves Short Circuit 2. MG is here, joining late. Yes, for the lug. So I assume they mean Tainted lug.
Of course, Tainted lug.
Fan Milwaukee is just showed up as well. There'll be an award for Fun Hole builds next year.
No.
Anyway, we're talking about doing a Full After Dark at
that could be
Chicago.
A good place for it. Yeah.
So translucent trigger. Yes, I know they're transparent, Ben.
They're translucent.
Gabriel says, I think the AFL community should start buying models from third-party brands as long as they are not pirating any Lego sets that are currently on sale. What about pirating the parts, though? Like just literally
Glowing
off
Lord
the
Castle
exact
building
molds.
set. Glowing Lord Castle building set.
How do you guys feel about companies that just take the molds that Lego is already making and just copies those and makes stuff and sells them out of it? I have trouble with those. I know we talked a while ago about like making the back of your building mega blocks or like, making the supports in it like something, especially when cost is an issue. Monty says, I think the technical term for that is deceased. But what if they're not? Like if they're alive and they have no nose? I'm sure you've seen bears with no hair. I'm sure there are bears with no noses too. I am sure.
Is it just me or do these minifigs also seem like they're a bit shorter than a Lego version?
They're reminding me of Terrence and Phillip on South Park. There we go.
Yeah. So this one, I don't know how they've integrated the lights into it. They don't have a lot of space, but apparently they have. It's also clear from this that the transparent is a little cloudy. So, again, I would not be shocked if the quality on this was not great, but at least they're not duplicating an exact Lego set. They might be sharing some of the molds. But it's got a little bit of difference, though. I will say this image is clearly a render, not a picture too. So maybe it's unfair for me to say, it's kind of cloudy because it's not a real picture anyway.
I don't have two screens, so I stole your screen. I didn't mean to. Can you take that off there because people can tell what you're talking about there at the end because I just shared it.
That's okay. There it is. So I mean, this is clearly a render, which Lego does too, to be fair. But this looking cloudy might not mean that the brick's actually of low quality.
Right.
As opposed to that other picture we saw where it was a picture of the actual set and some of the parts looked a little rough.
Yeah.
So Rage Quit asks the question we've already sort of talked about a little bit. What is your stance, Lego pierced versus off-brand parts use?
Yeah, that's what somebody asked. They said they thought what's his name? Gabriel said that he thinks we should use third-party sets like this more often.
Yeah, I mean,
it's not what I'm endorsing.
I don't know about third-party sets, but we also, just have third-party parts as well.
Hello.
Which is.
You guys need anything?
No, we don't.
Great.
Thank
you. Thank you. Yeah, we'll be done in about a half hour.
Okay, no, you're good.
All right, thank you.
Sorry, I didn't think you guys were in here.
Thanks.
Totally good. No worries, man.
The security is trying to kick us out of our own live stream. Just kidding. Security was great. Nothing bad to say about them. Just checking in, making sure we weren't
I think they thought we
doing
were
anything nefarious in here. So
I think they thought we were long gone.
Yeah, probably.
Because the show's been over for 3 hours now.
It's true. Real Guy asks, it makes it harder to distinguish parts in bulk if the third party is copying the mold. Well, and this is part of it, is if it's an exact Lego part,
Yeah.
It's different than if it's a third party accessory that Lego will never make, for sure. There's also accessories versus parts.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of areas in there. Brickworld has never said you can't use a third-party accessory. Hell, half of the vendors sell third-party accessories.
Yeah.
And none of that is a problem for Brickworld.
And we just ask our vendors have them labeled that they are not official Lego
Right.
sets.
And I think,
Or parts.
more people are probably going to be duped by AI than anything else going forward. But if you use an off-brand part or you use an off-brand entire mock to make some sort of statement, it's not really a problem.
No.
That being said, Lego is always going to have better quality. It's also going to drive Lego's prices up when you buy the clone stuff.
Yeah.
Because they got to combat that too.
Yeah.
So I don't endorse brands that are stealing Lego designs. I have no problem with people who are producing third-party elements. And I don't even mind people trying to design their own sets, but I think you'll have to realize from the jump that you're going to be getting lower quality right away.
Yeah.
At the very least, sometimes absurdly lower quality. And you have to sort of, make peace with the fact that they're doing some of this on the back of Lego. I think it's a morally gray area at best.
Yeah.
To say that.
I definitely agree.
So what do you have over there on your screen?
I have Hobo Kids or something like that. Whoops. I have.
We have some sort of.
I have us watching.
Yeah, some sort of Inception thing going on there.
Yeah. So this is one of our non-minifigure sets. Again, they've created a world for your Lego minifigures, but they don't dare
add one.
Yeah, they don't dare challenge Lego on their patent for minifigs. I don't think we have any lifestyle shots. Oh, I lied. There they are.
There they are.
That is one giant Lego set, or some very tiny humans.
One of the two.
Yeah.
Look at the. Like a manta ray or something.
No, I know that it's probably actually the size of like half of her palm, but not in this. So it's like we got the photo. Look at what's in the mom's hand. It looks like the top of a spray bottle.
Yeah, what is she?
A beluga whale?
Is that even a part of the set?
No, I think it's the top of a spray bottle.
Okay, so like they had to erase the rest of the spray bottle.
Yes.
And she's holding the top of it, like.
Yes.
And I'm not convinced that the little girl wasn't holding a spray bottle at one point too. That's why her finger looks like it's shaped like a little trigger grip.
Yeah, exactly. And again, whatever it was that they photoshopped out of her hand, they've given her fingers that are way too long. But don't worry, because this toy helps you develop imagination, creativity,
yes,
hand-on ability,
and
hand-eye coordination.
I do like hand-on ability.
Hand-on ability is always helpful for kids to learn. So is hand-eye coordination.
Yeah. Kevin Lauer says, back to that other topic, we had a large display at Brickworld in June that was actually some sort of clone bricks. Most people didn't even notice.
Controversy.
Real Guy says why. I don't know if that's to the pictures or to Kevin, but why is indeed a valid question to both.
Why is always a valid question.
This is what I love.
The people.
when they're like, well, we don't actually have people, so we'll just put them in a picture with the set.
Some clip art of people. There's a clown, a little girl juggling, and I don't know, a woman from the early 40s running with what looks like a giant donut, but is probably an inner tube. She's being chased by this ice cream truck. I'm very afraid for her. But they're all at different scales and in completely different drawing styles. Do you love that?
Yes, I do appreciate. None of the three figures are actually supposed to be in this picture. The
Also-
ones I've liked the most are where they actually put stickers in with the set.
Yes.
You know, this is all photoshopped in, but the stickers always brings me extra joy.
And when I look at this set, I'm just like, you know what this needs? At least 2 jugglers. One should be a clown.
Obviously.
One should definitely be a clown. Oh my God, she's so happy
She is.
to get this box that is definitely in her hand.
Look at her thumb.
Mm-hmm.
Where did that
Somehow
thumb
morphing
come
into
from?
the box like a,
And then the finger.
yeah, yes. Well, I'm trying to think of like what some movie where they get like sucked into the cartoon and they get pulled into the book or whatever. It looks
Yeah.
like this set is taking her in to it. So it's best gift for your kids.
Yep, I agree.
The best one.
She looks like that pose there with her hand up to her mouth.
Yeah.
It's like she's like tee hee hee. They're ripping you off. I don't know what she's laughing at, but
Right. That's more like it looks like she had just been eating something. And there's,
yeah,
like,
she's
some
like, oh, I
icing on
got
her chin.
a little icing on my chin.
I don't know who brought her these gifts. To the left there, at the bottom. I don't know
The
if
little
you guys-
tiny gifts that are
Yes, those.
a third the size of her Lego box, or of her Hogo Kids box.
Pogo Kids box. It's the Dream Carnival, of course. And then we get the obligatory. Here are the dimensions. In case you want to know exactly how much space this takes up. Obviously, the graphic designer who photoshopped this image didn't pay any attention to this diagram.
They're just a touch off.
Let's see what else Pogo Kids has for us.
Let's guess what she is really holding. I think it was a doll. Can we go back to that?
Sure.
Because I think that's a fun game. Is what are they really doing? Because we had, the father and son and the first into the Blockleverse who were clearly building a bomb.
Clearly building.
This
bomb.
one we've got the mother and daughter who were probably holding some sort of squirting
bottles.
container.
Yeah. They're definitely like their cat puked in the carpet and they're cleaning it up. It was an ad for another product.
So the feeling here is probably a doll. Yeah, I think kind of with the arm crooked like that, that's a definite possibility.
Yeah.
It definitely wasn't this box originally.
Mm-mm.
But yeah, I would say doll's a decent guess. Do you have any other worthwhile guesses here?
I think from the entire thing, like her hand may have been somewhere else entirely in this original picture.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all I've got.
Google Lens the girl and see if you can find the original. That's too much work for Blockleverse.
Yeah,
I want to use my imagination to imagine what she was doing, and I don't want to find out what she's actually doing.
Look at the scale of this. Look at the scale of this picture.
Wow.
This is a severely.
This one's life size. She can actually sit in the chair inside the model.
You're not even trying. And like also, like she's completely disengaged with the toy whatsoever. And if she is engaged with the toy, she's confused. She's like, what am I playing with? Why are there no people in it?
Well,
I
bet there are people when we move on. They're probably just stickers photoshopped into an image.
Most of these images where they've so clearly photoshopped kids in like these sets into kids pictures of images of kids doing something else. There's no background in this whatsoever.
Yeah.
So they did not even try to make this realistic.
They're just like, here's set, insert little girl.
Exactly. They're like, a lot of them, they're like, let's Photoshop a piece into the kid's hand at the absolutely wrong scale. This one, they're just like, let's put a child near it to show that kids play with it. But you can't even see your hands.
Gabriel suggests maybe that girl was thinking, why don't the studs say Lego?
These kids are obviously doing something under the table. I think the table's actually photoshopped into this
Yes,
too.
that table's not real.
Yeah, yes. And so they're not touching the toy. They're ignoring it completely. They're not even looking at the toy in this.
Why is one wearing an Easter bunny ears?
Duh. I mean, how else would you play with this? How
I
would
don't
you
know.
not
Is this
play with
an Easter toy? Is that what I'm supposed to understand from this?
I don't know. Whenever I play with a little Lego coffee shop, I put my Easter bunny ears on.
Can you see a bit of hand
Yes,
inside
right in the
one of
window?
those windows?
Yes. And it is, again, behind the table.
Yeah, the table's like at some strange angle.
the table, that's not a real table.
Yeah.
They've just basically painted like a Photoshop wood pattern.
Mm-hmm.
They're like fill with wood pattern. Okay, so we've got a checkout counter.
Yep.
We've got rotating cake displays, stairs and dining area.
You have to eat under the stairs, suckers.
Right. What are you going upstairs for? Oh, there's a rooftop patio.
There's a rooftop patio.
That makes
Yeah.
sense. All right. I'm game with that. Look, she's definitely touching this.
Oh my gosh.
There's, if you have any understanding of depth perception, you know she's 100% realistically touching the top of this toy.
Oh my goodness. Look how blurry her hand is. That's in the foreground. Everything else is in perfect, sharp, photoshoppedness, greatness, and then she's got this blurry hand. It's just like I don't even know what it's doing there.
I've heard
it's
this
too much.
I've definitely heard this saying before, but it's nice to have a reminder from this toy that modern friendships combine with cake and coffee shop play.
Of course they do. But of course, there are no actual friends in the set. You have to either bring a friend to play or imagine with you.
Right. And that's the thing.
Or just pretend.
She's not playing with a friend.
She's not playing with she's not playing with the toy either.
There's some like hideous toy smiley face thing behind her that may be coming for her.
That's
out of some sort of like Five Nights at Freddy's sort of.
Yeah, I think that's the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man's cousin. Oh my goodness.
Her hands are going through the bricks.
What was she originally holding here? I have no idea.
She was nursing a butterfly back to health.
Oh goodness. What is the thing in the background of the last one? Yeah, I think it was the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man's cousin. It's like the Stay Puft
or like
had
offspring.
Had a baby with Gumby. That's what that thing was.
What's in the background on this?
I don't know.
Underneath a staircase.
I'm not even sure. Yeah, I don't think that background was there at one point. And like, okay, yeah, I think that's the other girl's jeans and in her armpit there.
Mm-hmm.
But the hands going through the Lego set are okay, not Lego. Going through the
Hogo Kids.
Hogo Kids set.
Hogo. Hogo. Yeah, you're right. Sorry.
Hogo Kids friend set. Oh man.
Oh.
Well, there's the dimensions.
Oh, you know what? It comes with building bricks, stickers, and precisely one instruction.
The instruction is don't buy. They violated. There we go. I knew it. There's our clip art person.
The clip art person isn't even really part of the set. She's out in the street. She's like, take my cinnamon roll.
Here, have this cupcake.
Don't run me over. Hey, they've got the same bridge in the background that all the new Lego City sets have.
That's true.
Yeah.
Maybe they have learned something from Lego.
They've done their research.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Clear instructions. Easy for little builders.
100% that set is in this same room as these children.
Definitely at that angle.
It's one of the better ones I've seen.
No, it's not.
For the kid actually touching the pieces in the bottom right corner. However,
okay.
The scale, those are 1x4 plates.
Uh-huh. Those are massive.
No, they're tiny, tiny humans. You say it like they have a Monstera plant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There they are again with those stairs.
The same exact piece. Clear instructions, easy for little builders.
Yep.
They keep proving it.
Why here twice?
Are they in a greenhouse?
Apparently.
Like
it's like look at what's in the foreground. It's a plant.
Let's put some blurry plants in the foreground.
I also
for
like
more realism.
I like the random pile of bricks that are clearly stacked that way on the table.
Favorite part of it, they're like floating in the air.
Mm-hmm.
It's like tumbling out of it. Let's see what else. Again, these are Russian orphans.
I think they are.
Yeah.
It's nothing against Russians. They look very Eastern European.
No, nothing against them at all. I wish they'd stop using them for fake lifestyle shots for these imitation brands. What do they have
for boys, they have Wally.
Oh, wait.
There.
Oh, sorry.
Do you see Wally?
I do see Wally.
Wally's only
What's
for
his
boys.
Actual name? Gray unisex non-riding toy vehicle.
I knew that was his name.
How do I do this again? Let's write this. Look,
Oh, app controlled.
Ooh.
Ooh.
You can make
Wow.
some sort of like Tyrannosaur.
No, I think this is dangerous though, because
Why?
okay, it's one thing to rip off Lego. It's another thing to rip off Disney.
Right, but
They're
not
crazy.
It's not Wally. It's gray unisex non-riding toy vehicle.
Sorry, I forgot.
It's 3-in-1.
Ooh, you can also make a driving Tyrannosaurus, and then this other thing.
Yeah.
I don't know what the heck that thing
I
is.
don't know either. It's a giant like bread loaf sort of. Okay.
Freely adjustable hand.
Freely.
Movable joints. I have to say that I like this picture. I mean,
Yeah.
they're in this one at least. They're not trying to make it look like a kid's playing with it.
I'm gonna buy this. Which one were we gonna buy when we did it? We were gonna buy that pirate ship.
Pirate
We just
ship.
needed to know.
Oh no!
Here we go. I was starting to like this.
Oh
This happened.
no! Oh
Oh,
no! Oh no!
I'm gonna stop myself from going off for a long tangent on the STEM graphic alone. But
Wally,
my
not
favorite-
Wally. Okay.
my favorite part of this.
Wally.
My favorite part of this, besides the fact that they are nowhere near this toy, nor are they looking at it, is that pile of bricks on the left.
Yes.
They've gone out of their way to make everything at a different scale.
Yeah. What are the kids playing with? Can we zoom in down here on their hand?
Yeah, sure.
Looks like one of them's like got a
Hey, what
oh
happened?
man. Looks like one of them's got like a can in his hand.
Oh
Down there.
no. Are we bomb building here?
what is he doing?
Improvised explosive devices.
Yeah, it looks like some sort of can he's holding. I can't even
Why
tell.
does it keep switching pictures on me?
I don't know. Rage Quit suggests that I could use this set and make a laptop out of it. You know, I could always try.
Yeah, I don't know about like. You don't want things to. I don't know if these are quite like as fireproof as.
Yeah, it's true. It's probably a little more dangerous. Supa suggests maybe the third build is Bumblebee from Transformers. Why not?
Yeah, sure. Yes, it's not.
Remote and app dual control.
Mm-hmm.
You can do app control or 2.4 gigahertz control.
It's also a path model, apparently.
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
I don't either. Maybe there's some more technical people in the chat that can explain this. A path model is actually this, but that's the one thing that's like standing out to me on this.
Yeah.
It has STEM
And
programming.
lights, and it has cool lights, maybe, if those are even real.
Yep. Quite possibly they're not.
There we go. So the kid's holding a remote control.
Yep.
Um,
Is he on a ship?
Good question. That does look suspiciously like a door to a boat, though outside of the thing, it doesn't look like a boat.
He's playing on a little. There's a tent behind him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A specific type of tent.
Oh, follow the line of the carpet from left to right. Oh, maybe there's a blanket. On
I
the
don't know
floor or
what that
something.
is.
Yeah. Boo.
But okay. Yeah, okay. Do we think that that third one's Bumblebee? Okay, it looks like he transforms a bit, sort of, maybe. No, I don't think so. He's just weird. I don't know what he
Only
is.
the face. Yeah.
He's weird.
Yeah, I don't like. Yeah, there's a lot of things wrong with that third model, man.
Yeah. There we go.
Oh, good. You can pull his head off.
What do we think of this Photoshop job? This actually doesn't look as terrible.
Right, because we've looked at like some of the worst.
Yeah. I don't know what this person was doing either, but I mean, this isn't nearly as bad as some of the other ones we've seen.
True. They spent some time on this.
Yeah. Well, it's RC controlled, so I bet this one's not like $5 either. It's probably costs a little bit more. Hogo kids, the one thing I will tell everyone though is if you get the app, you are probably sending your social security number and your grandma's name and a number of other things out to the Russian mob.
They're just showing us all the different sides of the box here.
So, you know, they're like, oh, here's all the batteries you need to buy.
Yeah.
So what is
Literally this
3-in-1 robot toy gray
Front.
unisex non-riding toy vehicle? What will it cost us to get this?
Oh, I'm sorry. It's $56.99.
Only $56.99.
Yeah, 2-day delivery.
Wow.
It arrives before Christmas, kids.
That's assuming it shows up at all. So there's always that risk.
What else do we have? 4 boys.
Is their astronaut any worse than that Lego one that's coming out? You scroll up
No, this is bonkers.
there. Look at that thing.
I have looked at this. That's right. I remember this one now.
He's like-
What's happening? Why is he half and half?
I don't know. Is that like this is the mechanisms under the suit or something?
Maybe. Let's see what the description says. This universe exploring space astronaut building blocks set. Jeez. It was much more fun to have half body perspective mechanical structure. The space astronaut toy
Okay.
model is designed with a half body dismantling perspective, cool black and white color scheme. The delicate inner hose and see-through mechanical structure perfectly show the technological charm of the space toy.
Okay.
But is it teaching us anything?
I don't know. Technologically
yeah.
charmed. Oh, yes.
Dear Lord.
Yes.
Why?
That guy's got actual prison tattoos.
I mean, his throat
Oh my goodness.
and his hands
Well, hey,
are fully inked.
people with tattoos can love blocks too.
They can
I
love.
totally understand that.
Just in general, they have the ability to love, so we should be less judgy.
Yes. Though, like, that looks like a very interesting color change with the light coming in the way it is on his face. So basically, the entire front of this thing should be in shadow, but it's
Correct.
not.
Correct. It should, well, it should also be like
that
his hand
guy-
is so close to his chest, but the like the model is way too far away. Who
I
keeps
think-
their
oh,
pieces
yep.
in like these little clam-shaped dishes?
Yep.
Everyone seems to have one.
I think Real Gar is right. I think this guy was eating eggs. This was his. He's got the fork in his right hand
Yes.
and a knife in his left hand. He's like cutting something that he's about to eat.
He's cutting some sort of like small fillet.
For
Yeah.
sure.
100%.
And they took out the fork, they took out the knife, and they gave him this. And then I don't know about that. Yeah, the clamshell dish. That's weird.
He has an unsettling nose.
Fair enough. Semi-perspective design. Okay.
There's fashion bricks.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Surprise.
Space theme.
Space theme.
Did it say fashion or did it say Haiyan?
It does say fashion.
Is there an S in there? Okay.
There it
It's
is.
small on my screen.
Okay.
All right. Gabriel suggests maybe that guy wasn't eating an egg or cutting something. He was smelling a flower,
Oh, perhaps.
perhaps.
He has a better butt than Chewbacca.
Well, you know.
I don't mind this as like if this is actually how a spacesuit is built.
Yeah.
But
Could be.
life support system, all we've seen is that there's one actual detail.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's interesting.
What are they doing?
I don't know.
Trimming a bonsai tree? Watering a bonsai tree? Because again, we have like the trigger finger
That's probably it.
and the spray bottle shape.
That's probably it. And Dad is
Yeah.
looking down at that thing like, "Good job, son.
Yeah. That's
Way to
not
finish
bad,
that off."
actually.
Yeah, that one's pretty good too.
Yeah. They may actually have had taken this picture for that purpose.
I think they're what I think.
Good to know the size of the box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The box though is supposed to be larger than the model, not in that picture.
Not in that picture, but
No.
by dimensions, it certainly is.
Way bigger. But that's okay.
Yeah, it's a confusing.
Oh, they put him next to a laptop and next to a man on the moon.
Tron? Or what
That's
is
the,
that?
I think
Not
that's
Tron.
I don't know what that is.
What was that movie?
Space exploration. Oh man.
Nicely done. Again, they give us all the different sides of the box. This one is upside down. All right.
Yeah, that's my favorite. Is when they give you the picture upside down, or when they're like I bought a case for a handheld gaming console, and like every single picture they were putting the console in upside down. Like, do you not know how to put it in? You don't even know how it fits. So we can shop for Xmas.
Yeah, I think we should.
Yeah, I think so too. Oh, look! Let's go to the bottom picture though, quick.
Oh, sorry.
Where they were all sitting next to the tree with their haul.
This one.
We're getting there.
The
There.
new arrivals. Yeah. Oh, you want to see this?
I just
picture,
want to see
though?
the picture.
I'm sorry.
Man, we're right next to each other and we can't get this right. There we go. Okay, so the dream house definitely looks like
Yeah.
some version of a ripped off Lego set.
Yes.
But the astronaut and mechanical master look like their own thing. These boxes are definitely not photoshopped into a stock photo of people hanging out by a Christmas tree.
No, not at all.
No.
With the unhappiest kids I've ever seen in a Christmas stock photo.
Yeah, well, the girl looks like semi-amused, but the boy's like, why am I doing this?
Right.
This
Look
is
at
like
how they cut my hair.
Yeah, this is like the
I hate my
kid.
family.
Yeah, this kid here is the kid that had to go to the gymnastics contest
Yes,
instead of going to
100%.
Holiday Joy. He's like, no, I don't want to be here.
100%.
I just want to open the present, Mom. Don't make me take the picture.
We should definitely.
Oh, party favors. That one looks brilliant. I just have to say, oh, look at these things. Oh, how cute are they? Don't get sucked in by the trap here.
Right. Well, this is something they wouldn't have to make minifigures for either way.
Right. That's true. That's a bonus. But we got to have some kids holding these monstrosities. Well, can you combine them into a super dinosaur there?
I guess so.
Or the mega rhino? That's pretty cool.
The Christmas T-Rex is kind of amazing.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
Pride.
There we
rhino is
go.
Also awesome. Yeah. Is that bee supposed to be on his shoulder?
I guess. I don't know.
Again, just
And is the snail spewing spunk down there on the
apparently
slime?
Yep, he certainly is.
leaving some slime behind?
We have this issue that we had in one of the other lifestyle shots from the last time we did this. Is this child's fingernails painted pink?
Maybe.
Hand on ability.
Interesting.
Got
also,
more hand on ability.
Though fairness, they say takes you away from screen time. So
They kind of say that.
yeah, they're suggesting that. It doesn't show up in any of the actual words, but
It's definitely a way to do it is to put a white circle with a red slash through it.
yeah. But Rage Quit Gaming asks, how can you resist the eyes on these little guys? And
Yeah.
they need a home.
Yeah, look. They need a vet who cares about them.
They
to fix
do.
their underbite.
Or their jowlins.
Mini animal sets detail.
The bee is apparently fully capable of flying. Yeah.
Is it now?
Well, I mean, it wasn't that picture. Oh, look at that. Look at the dino, though. I mean, I don't hate it.
Yeah. Christmas T-Rex.
Yeah, Christmas T-Rex.
I'm all for this. I like where the eyes are. Like it's kind of got like fish eyes that
Yeah.
stick out. The stalks on the side of the head like a hammerhead shark.
It's kind of weird.
Look, Mom, this is definitely the size of this thing that I'm holding.
And she's holding one too.
Oh,
She's got the shark way down there.
Yeah.
She's like, we're playing together. I got the shark, you got the whale.
Animals in sea.
Ah, yes. Well, these are the sea animals. Fake Lego Holiday Joy. That is exactly what we're talking about,
Mhm.
Riogar.
That's what it's all about.
There we go.
Animal.
Animal.
What?
Does it say 30 and 2?
It
Is that
does
what it
say
says?
30 and 2. That's why I was just like, wait a minute.
30 and 2? Does that mean you have to buy 2 of them to build all 30 animals?
I mean, come on, isn't that a common thing that you have in toys?
I
30 and 2.
don't know.
It's like
30
creator
and 2.
3 in 1. Oh yeah? We've got 30 in 2. What? What do you say?
Lego Joy. That's what we can call it. Thank you, Monica. I'm for it. Fake Lego Joy with no Y. Yes.
All right, as long as we're talking about Holiday Joy again, and I'm starting to fade fast, and I still have to pack up my hotel room and drive home.
Yeah.
And I just can't wait to be home. I cannot wait to be home. So happy. I love Brickworld. I love all the people. I'm just so happy that Brickworld 2023 season is finally coming to a close. We did do some adding shows this year, which instead of us ending the season in October like it normally would, it ended today, which scientists say that today is December and 2 months later. So
That's science.
I would say we didn't find we got to figure out which one did the block holes and get to the the building block holes set.
It shouldn't was that one. That wasn't the Cherry Valley, whatever.
Cherry Vitality Beach. Your
That was one of them. Yes, Cherry Vitality Beach.
I was like, you guys really don't know what you're saying here. It's worse than
It's
Fun
the-
Hole.
It's the heart-shaped cake.
Heart-shaped cake house.
The heart-shaped cake house, yes.
Not to be confused with the cake-shaped heart house.
A cake-shaped house or a heart-shaped cake. It's
It's
neither
a
of
house
those.
that's shaped like a heart-shaped cake.
Yes.
What? Stop! My brain is already broken. So I've got some more expo photos from this weekend to share with everyone, including some video. Can I actually? Oh, I can't.
Can't what?
I can't share the video through this app that I chose to look at it through. Why is that video in there? Plus, it's got some other videos I don't want in there. Oh wait, no, I figured it out. There, now do that. All right, so, oh shoot, it doesn't full screen. I'm gonna have to be clever about this. I'm gonna be clever, kids.
While he's working on that question,
Best of luck.
is Z's spouse still in the chat?
Yeah, seriously, you still here?
Are you still here? Because she asked the question. She wanted to know what your reaction was to me showing up out of the blue on Friday. She said obviously it was in the video, but she wanted you to elaborate more.
Oh my God.
She was trying to bet that you would cry. I said, nah, I don't think so.
No, it was my favorite Brickworld moment of the year.
Yeah,
It was
she's
just-
still here. She says yes, she's still here.
I mean, Ben's just so nonchalant about things. He just comes wandering down the aisle, and I was running around. I was coming from the back, so I just walked into the room, and he's walking towards the back of the room. I was just so happy to see you. I was just like, I think this is gonna be a cool weekend, no matter what happens.
It'll be a
with
fun
sales.
show
I'm just
now,
like,
right?
Oh yeah, I was so happy. I think this is one of the most pleasant surprises ever in my entire life. But yeah, I think it was my favorite Brickworld moment of the year, where I was just like, Ben came to Chicago.
Yeah.
I
I always tell you, if you stay west of the end of Lake Michigan, I can probably make it. But as soon as you go east of there, I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, that's too far.
But I usually expect
So-
some sort of verification beforehand.
Well,
so it doesn't
I
mean your
mean,
schedule is going to be the same. You have two
know.
kids.
That's true.
Yeah.
I also
so-
have a very supporting and lovely wife.
Yes, this is for sure.
And she had all kinds of crazy plans. I mean, she ended up, abandoning her house because she almost burnt it down
Right,
while I
there's
wasn't
that.
there.
Right. Well, I don't know if she almost
but-
burnt it down, but she definitely almost blew it up.
That's
Yeah,
true.
Yeah.
So,
There's a difference, Ben.
but she, hopefully is going to get ready to put both the kids to bed here in a minute. And that is its own Herculean task.
No kidding.
So, it was great that she let me come. And
Yes, thank you.
luckily, as I had stated, I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to come. My father-in-law had surgery earlier in the week, but that luckily went well.
Glad that went well.
So it will hopefully be a happy holiday for all of us.
Yeah, agreed.
So, yeah, Z-Spouse says she's working on that task now.
Not blowing up the house.
Putting the kids to bed, I hope.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
But Real Guy also says, thanks, Z-Spouse. Yes.
Yes, thank you.
Pour one out for Z-Spouse. That's not the right term for that.
No, it's not. But raise a
but
glass.
Raise the glass, yeah.
I'll raise the glass that Paige Pritchard brought me that she made herself. And she does this. I don't know if she does it on Etsy or she actually sells them publicly or she just does it for friends, but she did it for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, she made me one.
Respect in chat. Is that what you say when you want to say good job to Z-Spouse? I don't know.
Respect in chat?
Yeah, give her the respect. Say respect.
Yeah,
Z.
Tainted. Respect Z spouse.
Yeah.
Respect her now.
Only if you want to. Monica Berry says she was glad to meet us both. Well,
Yeah.
It's nice
me
to
too.
see you too, Monica.
Yeah.
We are still best friends. We both agree that Mark loves Art Deco too much. And you brought him the Grammar Shirt of the Year. So Rage Quit gives her the respect that she deserves.
That's right.
Thank you, Rage Quit. And Real Gar says, nice job on that sweet glass page.
Paige says you're welcome.
And Paige gives you your welcome.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, it's cool.
you have any that you want to show, or are we?
Yeah, let's take a look at some of these pictures from Holiday Joy.
All right.
So
It's not full screen on ours yet.
Oh, it's not?
No,
Why
that's
not?
all I'm seeing.
I won't be able to do it.
Wow. Can you
wow.
share whole screen versus?
I can probably.
Try
Yeah.
that? Try that.
La 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 la.
This is the local tech support we're getting this week.
I look so tired. I mean, obviously there's really bad lighting in this room, but I don't look well. That's the one thing that every time my face comes up on screen, I'm like, oh yes, I look gross. This will be fun for 1 second as we do the
Yes, into the Inception verse. These are some quality pictures. Deez
Yeah,
took
no
these?
kidding. Somebody in that group did Deez, Supa,
Okay.
or Hawk. Yeah, this was fun. I didn't realize. I'm not even sure I really saw this, but I love the toy factory.
Dumping something in there to help,
And toys come out the
help
other
the
end.
thing move.
Yeah,
Maybe it's Santa's letters they're dumping in, and they're coming out the other side as a toy.
I think you're right. I think we're not seeing the side of it because it seems to be some sort of conveyor. But oh yeah.
Yeah. So
I see what you're saying.
and they've got a letter.
Yeah.
On the bottom of
that was
the.
definitely one of the big indications that you were correct.
Yep. Oh, they're cute.
Yeah.
Look at Santa's underbite though.
I know, right?
He's got that thing that
that reindeer doesn't look well.
that Rage was talking about.
Yeah, maybe Rage knows the.
What is that? That doesn't look like a reindeer. That looks like a chicken.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what is the condition that makes a reindeer look like a chicken? These are creative.
It's probably got a name. I love the elf on the right. Oh man, he's too much.
This is right next to that.
Yep, we got another one there.
Brachynathism,
I guess.
There's
that. Real guy suggests maybe it's Santa shredding his documents. Well, sort of.
Yeah, it might be.
Chicago
Chicago Bulls, Chicago Cubs,
Chicago everything. But the Merry Christmas one was really nice there with some of the candy cane wrapping or striping on that.
Yeah, that was very well done. I wonder if that was built for this or if it was something they had laying around.
I don't know. It's in the shape of a heart too. I'd like.
Very well done. Yeah.
Lots
This
of
is
joy
the little Christmas monorail. This is all from, I believe, Windy City Lug.
Okay.
That was the island that these were in
Mm-hmm.
with the rest of their stuff. I like these ice sculptures a lot.
And that essentially how you had it broken down was Windy City and then
Shylug was in the middle and
then
LTC on the left.
LTC on the left.
K-Lug along the walls.
All right. And then Tim and I and Supa and Dave Coletta back behind the interactive. So kind of those of us who should be in Tainted.
The Tainted Lug was behind the interactive.
Behind the interactive.
I don't think this was this was someone brought this tree. This wasn't the one that the kids were building. These are really cute. And procured. Like the kids just had a bunch of random loose parts that I need to throw in the washing machine because a child got sick in them. That's the joys of owning Brickworld, you guys. These are cute. I would decorate an entire tree with these. People might not even know that they were Lego.
See, spouse, I have looked at my phone. And there's a special request since Dad is in Chicago and not there that I say goodnight to Miles and Mara, my two kiddos.
Aw.
So good night, Miles and Mara, on the chat. I will see you both tomorrow.
Good night, Miles and Mara. I'm sad I don't get to say Mawa anymore.
Mawa.
Oh, I like the Scout Trooper building a snowman.
She reads better than me. And there's also the Rebel Trooper building one too.
Oh.
Is that a
white Wookiee?
A white Wookiee with a red and green ammo belt on?
Yeah, how'd they do that?
I don't know.
Maybe
I wonder if he was in one of the
Star Wars Advent.
One of the Advent calendars. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Santa got a flat. He's getting a little fix. I'm not sure why he's got a machine gun snowman riding shotgun there.
I mean, you need protection.
You do, I guess.
Yeah.
But
I mean, obviously. What are these, xenomorphs?
Yeah, I think those are see-through xenomorphs.
Transparent xenomorphs. Is that Tyrannosaurus
smoking a cigarette? I think he is.
Where was this?
I don't know.
Was this the Williams's?
The White Wookiee was in an Advent calendar in 2021. That makes sense.
What are they doing? All right.
Yeah. Good night, Z's spouse and Z's kiddos. All right.
I like this. The Grogu and the Groot.
Yes. Rocket looks a little less festive, but I think he's got some holly bombs there or something maybe. I don't know.
Less rabid too, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, he looks pretty decent. But I do like Groot as a Christmas tree. That's
as a reindeer. Oh, Groot as
Grogu is the reindeer. Yeah. And of course he's got the little frog that he likes to eat there with the Santa hat on too. I'm like, don't eat him.
I know he's so cute. He's happy.
Don't eat him.
I was actually annoyed with Grogu for eating all that woman's eggs. Yeah, that was cute. That was one of my favorites. I think he's just hanging ornaments. I don't think they're necessarily
Okay.
bombs, but I would
Okay.
expect them to be
All right.
with him for sure.
That would make more sense for him, but yeah, okay.
Yeah, that was a good Jack Skellington.
All right.
Got some fun videos of that on D's Rick's TikTok. He had some music to.
So I've got a question about the Grinch there.
Yes.
He looks like his heart has now grown to, 4 times its size or whatever,
Yes.
but he still looks pretty angry.
Yeah, and it's also probably because it's on the outside of his body now.
Yeah,
He's like, I have a new problem. My body won't fit my heart anymore.
Rage
I'm
quit.
mad.
Rage quit may have ditched, but if he didn't, is there a medical term for your heart growing outside of your body? We might need to know about that.
I think it's literally called cartoonism. I like Max in this a lot. The Abominable Snowman, the Bumble is great in this. I bet you we'll get another picture of it.
Yeah.
Yes, the Bumble.
Mm-hmm.
Good Bumble. Trying to get the star on top of the tree.
You better watch out for that.
All sorts of cuteness.
Look at all the elves. They're so cute.
Here's-
Here we go. Here's the
yeah.
dollar horses. Whatever those are.
yeah, there's a ton of these.
Yeah. I don't know if there's a particular medical condition. Rage quit hasn't figured it out. So all of these horses have different themes. There's a Harley Quinn. You can just sit there and
There's a
stare at them
Spider-Man.
forever, finding
Yeah.
all the different ones.
There's a Grinch.
You can see in the back there's an Enterprise from the
Oh,
original
sure
Star
certainly
Trek. There's a Where's Waldo in one of these too.
Yeah.
They have all kinds of ones. They have superheroes, DC heroes, Star Wars. They have all kinds of references in these things.
Yeah, the Wicked Witch of the West, Glinda, Tin Man Lion, yeah, the Wizard of
Yeah.
Oz, all there in one row.
Yeah, Marvel, Disney, yes, all kinds of stuff. So yeah, they're very cool.
Yeah.
Ghost Rider, I guess.
Yeah.
There we go. Santa's robbing a bank, maybe.
Yep, clearly.
Yeah,
Or maybe bringing gifts, I don't know.
it could be robbing
What's
a bank.
happening?
I'm not sure. I think this is Christmas Santa because the tree is made out of sand and they're right by the ocean, I guess. This is like Sandcastle Santa.
Yeah,
I don't know.
they're on a beach for sure.
Oh, here we go. We've got someone who's not a
Cool.
rage quit, who's giving us Ectopia cordis,
Ectopia cordis.
heart not covered by breastbone. But
like-
then the other person just says
Speedo
Speedo Santa.
Santa.
Correct. Yes.
Yeah, I like these. What's her name? Anne? Is it Anne? Oh, damn it. And look, you can get your windows renewed at Brickworld Holiday Joy. That was one of our sponsors.
Renewal by Anderson.
So we got these very cool light up castle towers. A lot of movement, a lot of lights in those. These look really great during World of Lights. I don't know why we're behind
Annika
them.
says she believes Anna was the name.
Anna, there we
Anna,
go. Thank you.
The builder on that.
Yeah, lots of Christmas trains at NALTC.
Yes, there are lots of good ones. There's a Santa's Coco. They had several where
Yeah.
the front of the train was being pulled by a reindeer.
I do appreciate
Lots of cool stuff
NALTC
like that.
has like a full train yard that they run all their trains from. It's like it's pretty realistic for kids who are in the trains to see how that's actually done, how train yards work.
Come in and park, and then fix up your train, and then get on the right track and get back out there.
Jeez,
That is a giant carrot.
that is a giant carrot. Not the best picture there.
Okay, so here's some
Dancer
reindeer.
Vixen. Apparently, they take a train home. They get
Mm.
tired once they fly around the entire world and
Yeah.
visit every child.
North Pole Horse Cupid, Blitzen,
Yeah.
getting all of them. Dancer,
Vixen.
Vixen.
even?
Where's
Yeah.
Prancer?
I don't know.
I don't know. Prancer didn't make the trip.
They just wanted to fly home, take some time
Yeah,
off.
there's a bunch of coal though, so whatever they don't use powering the train, they reserve for people's stockings.
Yeah. Santa's favorite hot chocolate. Pringle and Company. Elf approved extra creamy eggnog. Okay. It's fun. Yeah, there's a lot. NALTC is just prolific with their train creation. Really cool city stuff. As a backdrop for all their amazing trains. It was nice. This is our first expo we've been able to do with NALTC, which is my lug, and they're the most local to me. So it's nice to finally work with them outside of Brickworld Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
Just having them attend the convention. So we got some World of Lights pictures coming here. This is an NALTC creation as well.
Rage Quit finally responds.
Sounds
And a
fake.
large heart is
I'm
called
not-
Megacardia.
It's not fake. We saw it in a Lego mock.
We did.
It happened to the Grinch.
And there were four more reindeer on the other side.
Ah, gotcha. We were on the wrong side of the train.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked this. It looked good during World of Lights. I really liked all those lampposts. And it took me a minute to realize that those were all the holiday Winter Village sets in there.
Yeah.
With some couple nice additions and modifications.
Looks like they're curling down there in the front.
Oh, they certainly are.
Because of course you should be curling.
100%.
Why not? Santa's looking a little large in that photo. That's like the inflatable Santa working there. He's a large Santa.
This, of course, is Tim's
The gingerbread
train station. It's Gingerbread Castle. And yeah, this is a great display. This has been a Eurobricks thing for a while. Tim did most of it. We all joined him for one of the Brickworld Chicago shows. Ben had his gummy bear in there. I don't know if we can see it from here. We can't
really
see my
It's
gingerbread
behind the
pub
tree
either.
or the pub.
Yeah, they didn't take pictures of our stuff.
Yeah, well, that's okay.
These were the light up mosaics by Dan Lachik. Charizard, Bunky Wuko, I think is this one's name. Oh, it's Mewtwo. Mewtwo.
Yep.
And then this is of course Mew.
Of course.
This is Mewtwo. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. And all these lights move.
So is the last one Mew 3? I have no idea.
No, this is Charizard.
Oh, of course.
That one I knew.
I know Charizard.
Come on. Some other light up mosaics that were really cute. And then the 501st was there. We had Darth
Here we
Vader.
go, Vader.
We had people really excited to get their kids to meet Darth Vader.
Yeah, shake Darth Vader's hand. Come over here. Darth Vader's waiting for
Look.
you.
Do you not
Come
understand
on,
it's Darth
Vader.
Vader? This is the Gamorrean guard with the candy cane.
Yeah, I also noticed it looked like the Gamorrean guard was wearing a diaper.
These are pretty darn good. Well, yeah, they have like that's all they wear.
Well, they
pretty
got
much.
the furry thing, but like
Yeah.
underneath that, I could see like a white diaper.
Here's our Kringle Santa Wookiee.
Yes, Kringle Santa. That's his name, by
He
the
was
way. Look how
so
tall he is.
fun.
Look at that. Not easy to walk when
No.
you're 7 feet tall through the hall.
Yeah,
And there's Stormy,
I think we only had one.
just keeping it
stormtrooper.
real.
Yeah,
Well, how many do you really need? And there's the pilot in the
Yeah.
ugly Christmas sweater with the Rudolph nose.
yep, which was cute.
Yes, everyone keeps trying to tell us the real name of the Wookiee. We don't
Yeah,
care.
Kringle Santa, we know.
We're gonna call him Kringle Santa.
We got it. We're there.
Yes, we do know he was in Book of Boba Fett or whatever
Yeah,
as the bounty hunter Super Wookiee.
Yeah.
There was the Jawa who had a voice box or whatever that gave you the puddingy.
yeah.
Puddingy.
Kringle Santa had a voice box as well that did
Yes.
the whole rookie
Wookiee,
war.
the rookie
The
Wookiee
rookie
roar.
war.
Yep. The Wookiee war.
Look at
Roar.
these.
War. There's these.
And that's this little group photo with the folks that came from the 501st. This is just fun.
He's doing a little dance.
All right.
All right. And we got some people in there.
Yeah, we have lots of pictures of this. Nicole.
There's Nicole
runs our
with a
merch booth.
lightsaber.
Yep.
Where'd she get the lightsaber?
Bricker builds. That's brick builds.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's all Lego.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Bricker Builds was out front this time. Drawn some people in from the gymnastics competition and whatever else.
This is our. Hey, look, you did that.
I did that off of instructions, but yes, I did.
That's true. Yeah, I mean, this is basically it. I'm just gonna just keep going and going. If I didn't stop myself, there's some other good stuff that happened there, but
Yeah, so it was a good show with lots of fun stuff.
I am ready to end it if you are.
Well, I think we can.
I'm dying.
Yeah, we
I
can.
still have to load this stuff in the truck that they forgot.
Oh, it wasn't too much. Sorry
I
about
know
that.
it's one cart worth of stuff, but still.
But we
I gotta
can't-
pack my room.
Yeah, we can't do that until I give you back the boards that are holding up the webcam.
I know.
So,
I want to see my puppy too.
yeah.
I want to see my
Well,
puppy. I'm gonna go home and tomorrow I'm gonna sleep on the couch like most of the day. But I have to go unload the truck first thing in the morning and then get the van back, and then I can sleep on the truck. For the rest
you know what I noticed through all of those displays? We didn't see any of this. Did you see any of this that stuck out to you?
No,
see
actually, I didn't
any
see any all
faces?
weekend.
Me
No,
neither.
there was no pareidolia. You know what? I was thinking. I also forgot to like make a bunch of like T-word synonyms out of the things that I was saying. Thank you, Supa. I've got a 35-minute drive once I have everything packed up.
That's
I'm only
not,
35 minutes from home. That never happens.
that's not too bad.
I mean, it happens for Brickworld Chicago, but I stay here
Um,
for a week. So
I don't trust Ben at the mosaic wall. I didn't write a single disparaging thing about any person
we made sure not to.
because I was just feeling holiday joy this weekend.
Mhm.
I was not feeling like expressing any of my true feelings towards you, Rage Quit. So that's fine.
This is true.
And as always, right?
And by
Even
the
though
by the way, I don't know how many times this weekend I uttered the term "I love Rage Quit Gaming." It was zero because it's not his real name.
it's not his real name.
But I said it several times.
well,
just
now you've said it
because-
once. I've heard it.
Yeah.
We didn't show any mocks this week.
No.
And no more shows the rest of the week. The next 2 weeks, Christmas Eve, we're not doing a show.
No.
And New Year's Eve, we're not doing a show.
No.
But we'll be back in the new year.
Yeah.
We want to remind you, if you are getting some sweet Lego sets for Christmas
Ooh.
or any other holiday event and you want to do some building, just keep in mind, there are no mistakes. There are only happy accidents from
That's
our
true.
friend Bob Ross.
Yeah.
And hey, might as well play the video one more time
Yeah.
to put us out. So here we go, adding it to the stage.
Hi, Brickworld family. I'm in Chicago for Holiday Joy. Mark has no idea I'm here. Let's go surprise him. Come on.
There he is. You want some joy?